Working a little bit too much? Is your fur baby starting to get a little shaggy? Let Dirty Paws be your one-stop shop for all of your pet care needs. Stop in and see us at 202 18th Street or give us a call at 304-639-7754 to schedule your appointments for dog grooming, doggy daycare, and dog boarding today.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 141, would like to welcome all to the Game of the Week, and they wish all local teams and players a safe and successful season. The IBEW Local 141 proudly supports local student athletes. Apprenticeship applications available daily at 82 Burkham Court in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling, and you can call them at 304-242-3870. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 141, lighting the valley for 110 years.
And let's go live to Wheeling Island Stadium, where this afternoon Jerry Ames and Ryan Storm will have all the action between the Gilmer County Titans and the Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. Gentlemen, good Saturday afternoon.
Welcome to Wheeling Central Football on the Watchdog. Jerry Ames and Ryan Storm here to call the action for you this afternoon. Just trying to get our levels correct here, Ryan. This is a West Virginia Class Single A quarterfinal football game, and it's the Maroon Knights hosting the Gilmer County Titans. And Gilmer County got here last week by knocking off the number one seed, the Cameron Dragons. And we've heard enough about the Dragons this season, and ready to move on here to the. We thought we would be at Cameron today, to be honest with you.
The key phrase is their central hosting. So yeah, it's. Gilmer County making their second trip to the Valley in back-to-back weeks. Titans are a senior-laden squad, 10 seniors on a 25-man roster, 8 kids play two ways. So I think the key there will be some depth. See if Central can take advantage of that on our side.
Yeah, like if here's one thing: if Central gets out on a team early, it's going to be over early because there's just not a ton of depth. Yep. Ryan looked through the roster. There's 8 guys playing Ironman football for him. They'll go both ways in this game. So. They're bringing the captains out on the field for the Maroon Knights, everybody, for the coin toss. Caleb Radcliffe, Ben Foster, Michael Topher, and Braxton Anderson are your captains for the Maroon Knights today. This is the IBEW Local 141 Game of the Week. I want to thank Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars, West Liberty University, Quaker Steak and Lube, Chad Broadwater, State Farm Insurance, Undo's Family Restaurants and Catering, the Hanover Fuel Stop, the Glessner Group, WV Medicine, West Virginia Northern Community College, our friend David Cross at the Cross Law Offices, and Fahey Insurance. I want to say hi to my buddy, Mr. Jack Fahey, listening in.
Thank you for all those valuable sponsors allowing us to do this work and have this fun time, put this game on.
Yeah, we got more. We'll go over them here in a little bit, but we got a quarterfinal game here. If you want to keep that playoff streak alive. Central hasn't been beaten, 5 years now?
2016
was the last loss in the Class A tournament field.
Yeah, so Central 8-3 on a nice 3-game winning streak.
Central did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half.
What they did last week, too.
Exactly. Actually,
the
I think they've done that 3 weeks in a row now. Again, they did it against Oakland, and now Moorfield, and now against Gilmer County.
Yeah, so you look, Central we're going to start on defense, start their defense swarming, aggressive. They've been playing great D. The defensive line has done a very good job getting pressure.
Yeah. Our player of the week last week was Aiden Baker.
Have a name for himself right there.
Oh, my goodness. He had 14 tackles and 3 sacks in the game last week?
He was wreaking havoc. Now, the big thing this week, Gilmer County will get to their offense, but they're led by their senior quarterback, Hamrick. He's got good mobility. So the big thing for the Central defensive line is get pressure on the quarterback, but keep outside shoulder contained. Don't let him get on the edges and get him exposed on the outside linebackers and allow him to get free. Linebackers, Cole O'Neill, Martos have done a good job filling the gaps.
Yeah.
Riley Watkins back there. We'll see how the Central defensive backs play the wide receivers of Gilmer. They do have 2 key receivers from what we understand, Chapman, a senior, and Koger, a junior. I believe Koger's the coach's son.
Yeah, the head coach is Tom Koger.
Yep.
Koger. And it's his 4th year as a head coach. This is the first ever matchup between these two schools. They never played. I thought that was really. Yeah, I go to our website we go to for the history, and they've never met before.
Yeah, I just had 4 years there, and I remember a couple of my brothers. I don't recall them playing them, but obviously in the history of single-A football, Central's been down there since the mid-'90s, late '90s.
Yeah,
so we come across each other maybe once or twice in the playoffs.
Gilmer County schedule this year, they were beat by East Hardy. They lost a COVID game to Dodgers County. They got beat by Ritchie County 43-15. And then Meadowbridge beat them the last week of the season. So they've knocked off Webster County, Wirt County, Wahama, South Harrison, Calhoun, and Cameron on the season. Also Tucker County. That's what their schedule looks like for the season.
Yes, Gilmore, they lost 2 in a row, which shook up, toward the end of the season, shook up the playoff positioning a little bit.
Well, what happened was they lost 2 in a row, then they had to forfeit the Doddridge game, which really killed them in the rankings. They were a top 8 team at one point, and then when they lost the 2, and then they had to forfeit the other game, that's the 3 in a row really killed them. They had to win.
I think it was a loss, then a forfeit, then the loss, all in the span of 2 weeks.
Well, they had to win their last week to get in. Then it was a tiebreaker with Tyler, and he went down to like the 3rd or 4th tiebreaker, I believe, just to get in. So Maroon Knights ready to kick off here. Eli Tucker on the kick for the Knights. Not much of a win today. He had some win with him last week. Tucker, a little low liner, bounces it to 20, out to the 10. Well, he was going to try to let that go out of bounds, but no go there.
Yeah, there was no way it's going to roll out of bounds.
No, so he picks it up, runs over the 20-yard line, eventually brought down at the 22, tripped up, and I believe tripped up by the Maroon Knights.
It was number
84.
That's what I thought that was. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was 84, which would be Luke
Galbraith. That's yeah.
Special team. He's been a good special teams player for Central.
But they, as Stormy said, they're led by their senior quarterback Ian Hamrick, and we'll hear a lot of today of Cole Koger.
A lot of 4 wide receiver sets they'll like to run. Shotgun formation spread.
So they'll run trips left. Koger, that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage,
and
that's a fumble. That's going to be, they're going to say incomplete pass. Man. He caught that, ran back to the line of scrimmage. Folks, that should have been a fumble and a Central recovery.
So what was trips one side, they tried to run a slip screen. Central won. Aiden Baker got his hand up right away, almost tipped that. And then
I think he may have got a finger on it because it wasn't a solid throw out there.
And one of the things we're talking about Central, they probably play some man defense. They've done it all year. A big portion of you're playing man defense with the cornerbacks. They're up in press coverage right away. Once again,
second down and 10 here, just kicking off. Central run a 4-man front. Linebacker showing a little pressure is Martos. He backs off. Hamrick, he'll hand off. And Martos and Aiden Baker there for the stop. They'll lose a yard on the play.
So, you mentioned 4-man front. Big thing Aiden Baker did there, upfield. He went upfield outside of his tackle, kept the running back from trying to keep outside, and Martos positioned perfectly.
Well, what happened was when Martos was bringing pressure from the side and the quarterback kind of stalled, when he stalled, Martos had to go back. She helped the Maroon Knights defense because he was going to get upfield and go after the quarterback. Running back may have been able to slip underneath him, but Aiden Baker there.
It was very well designed and built. Now here, 3rd and long.
They'll go trips left, single receiver right, sidecar to the right of Hamrick, the quarterback. Hamrick gets the snap, looks downfield, and well over the receiver's head. Overthrew him by, let's go 2 yards. Closest guy to that was Eli Zapp and Levi Ryan on the sideline.
So that was 3, one way, like I said, one receiver up top, and it was just one-on-one fly route. Ratcliffe did a good job staying with him, being sticky. He had a little bit of step on the end, but that ball was so far out of bounds, it wasn't when he caught.
The first series, they lose 1 yard total, and the punt unit is on. And on the kick is Avery Chapman. His feet will be on the 8-yard line when he knocks his punt. Back for the Knights is Ferreira and Martos. Good snap back, gets it off. Boy, Marling may have got to try to get a hand on that. Martos catches it over the 40 and going to be brought down at the 38, 37-yard line.
Colton Hall, linebacker for Gilmer County, made a nice tackle right there. He was identified as, from the coaching staff, as one of the key players offensively, defensively, from his middle linebacker position.
One thing that bothers me is the officials when they spot a ball. He got it up to the 37-yard line, at least the 38, and they're going to spot it at the 39. They're out of position.
Yeah, Hall did a good job body slamming, taking him back 2 yards, but he should be up another 2 yards.
Right. The Maroon Knight offense led by Peyton Hildebrand again this week. No Mike Topher, no White Latch this week. Had offensive tackle. Cody Martos gets the counter. Nice run by Martos up the middle of the field. Over to 20, cuts back, spins forward, still running. Down to the 16-yard line, Cody Martos. Well-designed play for the Maroon Knights.
So here's 1 week matters to another week. Last week, Central first play, big play, rollout touchdown pass, but it was off this spin action for the counter.
Yeah.
We ran the counter this week. Big hole up the middle. Very good job by Foster and number 58 for Wheeling Central.
That's Andrew Hartzell. Right guard. And a player came off for Gilmer holding his shoulder there. He was blocked pretty hard. Ferreira goes in motion. He gets the handoff. Cut up is Ferreira. Ferreira Oh, man, he's going to get to the 11-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and 5 for the Maroon Knights.
I mentioned for Gilmer, number 44, Hall, the linebacker. He just shot that gap where the ball is designed, just missed Ferreira. He's definitely going to be one guy to keep an eye on.
One thing we've learned about Ferreira, though, this year, Lorenzo, very shifty,
yes,
too, has great vision.
And he very much eluded that play right there by the Hall, the linebacker.
He'll go twins left, nobody right. And now we'll have the 2 wings in Johnson and Ferrer. Watkins will be your tailback. Watkins gets it. Oh, great block up the middle by Andrew Johnson. In for a touchdown. Riley Watkins from 11 yards out. No one touched.
You said it, Jerry. Andrew Johnson, nice field block as a fullback. Nice block.
Andrew Johnson should get a lot of credit for that because he came through and depleted a linebacker from Gilmer.
Yeah, I mean, Watkins ended up being untouched for about 6 yards to the line of scrimmage.
Probably touched him, the 1 yard
line?
Yeah,
that was right when he was one of the end zone.
That was a low snap. Going to get it up in the air. It's up and good. And 2.5 minutes into this football game, Wheeling Central 7, Gilmer 0.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Get $2 off appetizers, $3 off domestic drafts, and house wine specials. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA. Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA.
It's not just a home or a car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Chad Broadwater sees your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Chad understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Chad Broadwater in Wheeling for your home and auto insurance today.
Welcome back here to Maroon Knight Football on the Watchdog. We are on the high school sports stream today. That's watchdognetwork.com.
My Mountaineers and your Buckeyes taking up the radio waves there, Jerry.
Yes. We don't want to tell anybody, but we do have the games live next to both of us on our phone. Tucker on the kick for the Knights. A very high kick, going to be fielded at the 3-yard line by the Titans.
Good breakdown.
Oh, good coverage by the Maroon Knight D. We'll wrap him up and bring him down at the 10. McCreath down there initially, and Parker Watkins.
And so 36 as well.
Along with that Quinn Berlinski.
Yeah. Guess what? All underclassmen. You love seeing that on your special teams. But that was... So Tucker had a little bit of a spinner kick in the first one. Did the job. That one was his big boomers. Just as
when he caught it, though, he hesitated for a second. He caught it, then looked up. Okay, which way am I going to run?
Yeah. Straight.
You can't run straight as soon as you get it, then start thinking about it. That's an easy
call. So, yeah, they're back against the wall here on the 10-yard line. See how aggressive they are throwing.
Good twin receivers each side. Hammer calls out the play. Egan gets the shotgun snap. We bobbled it for a second. Throws it downfield, and... Oh, man, it was tipped by Javon Miller.
The other guy...
Gilmer receiver comes over and catches it off the... It wasn't... The guy who was intended for, he did not catch it. But when Miller tipped it, the other receiver ran over and caught it.
So right now, Gilmer's philosophy is just run fly routes and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Miller did exactly what you wanted as a defensive back. Ran with the receiver, turned his head, and went and made a play on the ball. Just so happened the other receiver that was running the fly route was 2 yards away. And
Look,
the ball,
if you're going to run 2 fly routes next to each other all
day,
we'll take that all day.
Ferrer was the other DB in position with that receiver, and he was right there as well. Just
what they'll do then is just they'll shade a safety over, and it'll be a big-time trouble.
Ball found its spot.
So first down out to the 36-yard line for the Titans. Running back switches over to the right-hand side of him. Handoff up the middle. And going to give him, let's go a yard, maybe 2 full yards on the play.
Good fill, though, by the linebackers.
That was Colton Hall with the carry.
A key point of if the way Central will play like this, man-on-man coverage with their DBs, they're leaving their 2 middle linebackers, nobody behind them. So any inside zone runs, it's on them to fill the gaps, make the tackle, because if they bust it, it's gone.
Yeah. So 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Wheeling Central 7, Gilmer 0 on your West Liberty University scoreboard.
Riley Watkins is playing the free safety position.
And that's normally an Anderson back there, by the way. Quarterback Hamrick throws it out. Pass completed.
It's going to be short.
To Avery Chapman. He'll fall short, bringing up 3rd down and a full yard for the Titans.
That's a nice play by Johnson. He's a pretty good athlete, but he's an outside linebacker covering a pretty fast receiver. Did a nice 8-yard out route, stuck with him long enough to make the tackle.
I like the pass by Hamrick.
That's a good pass. Good ball.
Very, very safe pass out there where only his receiver can get to it.
So 3rd and 1. They do have a good running back, sophomore in Paul.
See if Kaczynski calls a couple linebackers coming through the hole this time, just to
give him some.
Yeah. Handoff up the middle. The quarterback keeper, he takes it himself. Oh, and he just slides down. Man, he got the first down, but
the one thing
still had some room to run.
He
and
did.
Slid.
One of the things we mentioned on our pregame was making sure our defensive ends stay contained. Marling right there, he crashed down. He's expecting an inside run with a 1-yard play. Good play call by Gilmore to pull it out and keep the quarterback keeper around the edge.
So over the 50-yard line, down to the Maroon Knights 43-yard line, are the Titans. Couple first downs now on this drive. They got something going on this drive. Does Gilmer County.
Coach is going to have to remind his defense, stay home. Don't play hero ball.
Yep. I see Parker Watkins in there at linebacker. Hamrick, that pass is complete. The defender fell down. He's going over the 20 and down to the 13-yard line as Gilmer County.
That was a safe 5-yard out route, and the central DB missed the tackle on that play.
I believe he slipped down there, too. So Watkins and Martos get him downfield. Central going to run Foster off. And
let's see, we got
the 1st and 10. Ball at the 13.
Stuggs is now at the tackle. We're going 3 down linemen, what I can see.
Yeah, he'll go over top the center here. Gilmer having some trouble getting the play in here. 10 seconds on the play clock.
Hate to have to burn a timeout early here, but they might.
Yep. Down to 5. He's still got time. He's got trips right. 4 seconds on the play clock. And he'll looks downfield. Pass into the end zone. Javon Miller intercepts it.
Excellent play by Javon Miller.
Play by Javon. Ran step for step with him, and he literally read his hand. As soon as the receiver's hands went up in the air, he turned around and caught it.
So here's the call on Gilmore. I guess you want to say maybe it was like a back shoulder fade route because they're only 20 yards. It was a fly route, but it looked more like a back shoulder fade because Miller was running step for step and was a little bit behind him. Miller did a great job turning his head. 2 plays in a row, and this is where if you're in position, good things will happen. The first time he was
in position,
it was just a deflected ball, and it found another hand. That one, he got rewarded for a great defensive play.
Yeah,
that's a killer for Gilmer County.
And they were driving down the field, and a great defensive stop, interception by Javon Miller of the Maroon Knights. Hildebrand gets snapped, hands it off to Watkins. Watkins off left tackle, over the 20, out to the 24-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play.
We didn't need to cover much defensively on Gilmore on the first series. They run a 3-4 defense, which there's natural running lanes and running seams up front for that, where they're going to have help, which we saw against Bel Air. They ran a 3-4. Their safety's coming up and crashing down.
Yeah, but one thing that does is it gives some opportunities for Riley Watkins up the middle of the field, like we saw in the touchdown there, when you bring one of those wings crashing in.
Yep.
And they'll run the 2 wings again. See if this doesn't go. Ferreira goes in motion. Ratcliffe steps back off the line of scrimmage. And there it is. Riley Watkins up the middle, just as we thought would be. Good run. First down, Maroon Knights. He needed 6. He got 8.
So Gilmore actually got a decent hand on him at the line of scrimmage, but Watkins runs so low and so hard, he just ran right through that arm tackle.
Well, we saw, look, even though the Knights got one handed to him at St. Clair's, Riley Watkins was very effective in the game over there. That was their best play, Riley Watkins up the middle of the field.
It's not 3 hash, but that was Central. I mean, St. C was a better team that had a great season. But 4 times Central was in the red zone and just couldn't convert. So 5 minutes left here in the first quarter, 7-0 Central.
You see Cole O'Neill now in the backfield.
I think it's just a good rotation of power running.
Yeah, I think they're going to run behind those 2 over there. And they will. Hand off to Ferreira. He's got blockers in front of him. And he kick it out, and he slips out the back end of it a little bit. He'll be run out of bounds at the 50-yard line, but a 15-yard run by Zoe Ferreira, and it's another Maroon Knight first down.
You're not going to snuff at a 15-yard run, but he actually had so many blockers in front of him. He didn't have much room to run. He was trying to get around him.
He had a maroon wall in front of him.
Zoe likes to go, and also you're having 15 yards, but I think it was a little congested for him to break one off a little bit further on that play. That was good down blocking on the left guard, left tackle, and like you said, O'Neill coming through on a nice power block up the middle.
Martos and Frere will go in motion, will become the wings.
Good timeout.
Timeout, Wheeling Central. Mike Young called that one.
Been like
We'll take a break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Central 7, Gilmer 0.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Welcome back here to the Watchdog. I want to thank Frio Stack and Associates, the Highlands, Liberty Distributors, Gompers Lorheim Associates, Dirty Paws, Domino's Pizza, the Highland Sports Complex, Technocap, the Diocese of Wheeling-Charleston, and Belmont Carson Petroleum. Thanks to those supporters all season for Central football. If the Knights can get a victory here today, up 7-0 early, you're looking at a state semifinal next weekend. That would be our final broadcast of the year.
Well, that's a shame. All right, yeah.
So we have maxed out a lot of games over the years. So
Central early doing a very good job pounding the ball, running, controlling the line of scrimmage.
At their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Maroon Knights have the ball. In motion goes Martos. Hildebrand's going to get sacked. And someone missed something up front because he came through untouched.
That was Hall coming from the outside linebacker position. So I'm curious if we should have enough guys, not enough players blocking that. Or
here's when I know someone missed the block. When a lineman standing back there with his hands on his
you
hip.
know that position well. Yeah, familiar with that. Yeah,
I'm not mentioning a name, but I would just tell you.
Actually, Hildebrand did a good job. He almost fumbled that ball the way he was surprised getting hit like that. He did a good job holding on to
it.
They
lost 7. How many yards did he lose on that?
12 yards.
12 yards.
But big hole.
Riley Watkins gets it after this. He's still running.
Touchdown.
Oh, boy.
Go away.
I don't know if anybody's going to catch Watkins to the 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Man, they lose 12 on the play, and he picks up 45 yards on the next run.
I thought he was going to bust that one. Hall did a good job for Gilmer running the picket fence and tracking Watkins down. That was just a simple sweep off left side.
That's a basic football play there.
Like I said,
little buck left.
With them having the 3-4, their defensive ends aren't really playing actually that far wide. They're really relying on their outside linebackers. So with the defensive ends in, if Central gets that down block on them, all they need is one kick-out block on the outside linebacker, and it's to the races.
Hildebrand, shotgun formation, in motion goes Ferrer. He'll counter back to Martos this time. Martos has a hole up the middle. Is anybody going to get him? Oh, man, he's going to be down at the 1-inch yard line. You don't get any closer to the goal line than where Cody Martis.
Well, actually, Ferreira was one like last week. Remember? And then O'Neal took the credit with the touchdown on the next play.
You got to look where this ball is spotted. The ball was basically touching the goal line.
So it's
I know who this is going to be.
I see O'Neal in there.
This can be no quarterback. This can be Wildcat.
Okay, Hildebrand is staying in there.
Well, they're going to give it to Martis.
Okay.
There's no doubt. Once you get it that far,
reward the kid.
Reward him with a playoff touchdown. Hildebrand will take the snap, hand off to Martos. Cody in, no one touched him. Touchdown, Wheeling Central from 1 yard out.
There's only 1 yard, but you could have driven a semi through that hole, Jerry.
Yeah, and he can thank O'Neal and Aiden Baker in front of him for opening that wide hole.
It's nothing fancy. It's down block from the line, kick-out block from a pulling guard and a fullback.
Let's also give Luca Ferrer over there and Paxton Marling credit because it went between them, that 6-hole there. Or 4-hole, I apologize. On for the extra point, Eli Tucker. It's up, and it's good. With 2:57 to go in the first quarter, Maroon Knights 14, Gilmer 0. We'll be back in 60.
Gompers Lorheim Associates would like to wish best of luck to all area athletes this fall season. For over 40 years, Gompers Lorheim Associates has been providing quality, personalized financial guidance to businesses and individuals. Gompers Lorheim Associates' expertise ranges from small business consulting and accounting services to more in-depth services such as financial statements and tax planning and preparation services. Gompers Lorheim Associates can be reached at 304-242-9300. That's 304-242-9300.
Since 1987, Liberty Distributors has been one of the state's leading suppliers of quality commercial print paper, janitorial supplies, custom packaging, and shipping materials. Liberty has made customer focus and care the first rule of business. We also focus on being environmentally conscious by offering a complete and certified line of green products. Visit LibertyDistributors.com for a full view of our product catalog, now with our 20,000 products, training videos, and more. Liberty Distributors, serving the entire Ohio Valley for 30 years.
Welcome back here to Maroon Night Football. They're up 14-0 here. Saw the guys at McDonald's this morning. They told me we got to get the score more often.
Okay.
Joe Blansick was on us. Him and Nick Bedway.
All right. Well,
they
listen.
were riding us pretty hard.
Yeah, Mr. Bedway, he's a legacy, so we're he's allowed. Yeah, he's allowed to. We'll keep it up.
So we will get that score on for them.
Yeah, but
I told him it was 35-0 last week. I didn't want to keep giving that score.
But no, for Central, 2 for 2 offensively and 2 for 2 defensively. Like how they played so far, 14-0.
Yeah, they had a couple of great defensive plays on that series too. Tucker's kick again. It's a low liner, going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. Hesitated again down there. And Brandon McQueith and Parker Watkins again on the kickoff team. They are making a name for themselves on kickoff all season.
He's hesitated, but I tell you what, the special team, there's just no resistance at all from the front line or
They're
second
not
line.
touched.
They're not. Yeah, I mean, it's just
when you're on the front line
Katie
on
Brother,
the kickoff return team, you got to find someone.
You're identifying ahead of time. I'm picking you out. I'm knocking you
they're only
down.
10 yards in front of you.
Yeah.
You have to find them and hit them.
Yeah. Especially nowadays because they can't run the wedge. They can't. So many guys can be next to each other.
That's the third time they kicked off in this game. And at some point you go, McCreath and Parker Watkins are making tackles on kickoff.
Yep.
Someone find 25 and 23.
So now Gilmer County
For the
back
third
against
time.
the wall,
Yeah.
10-yard line.
Go twin receivers to each side. O'Neal showing pressure. He's going to come and hand off to the fullback. He gets over the line of scrimmage. We'll give him 4 yards on the play. Good run by Colton Hall.
O'Neal blitzes one hole over.
Yeah. And he runs into him.
He ran basically over the one hole, and then he ran over the 3 hole. Just got blocked down a little bit, but good stop by the rest of the Central defense right there to limit the big gain, 5 yards.
Rowdy Watkins holding his hand, I've noticed, on a few different plays here.
Can't afford any more injuries.
No, nice 3-man front. 2nd down and 5 for the Titans. We'll go 2nd down and 6. There's some pressure on the quarterback this time, and missing a tackle again out there. Nice catch that time by Avery Chapman. 1st down, Titans.
So, Central player, he was sizing up. He was in position, and he got I would say too much forward. His head was way down, and when he dove at the ankles, he just missed.
You got to go. You can't hit that. With your head down, you can't.
Yeah, he got almost too much of a forward lean. Nice pitch and catch, though, by Gilmer County. Gets the 1st down. Minute 50.
Yeah, 1:50 to go. Running clock here in the first quarter. 14-0 Central leads on your West Liberty University scoreboard. We'll run twins each side again. O'Neal showing a little pressure up the middle. They'll back off. Rowdy Watkins sees something, and he called it. Ball's on the ground. Hall picks it up for Titans, but they are going to lose 5 yards on the play.
So here's what Rowdy Watkins saw.
Yeah.
They flipped the running back to that strong side, which means he wanted Marling to kick out because the run away with the running would go away from him, but it opens up a pool for the quarterback, and he can sneak out around side Marling. So he wanted Marling to kick out more to anticipate possibly a quarterback keeper.
How awesome is that? You can watch film and find something like that.
He saw
and
it right
Watkins called it immediately, and he told the defense as he was going.
Because Central's going to blitz to that hole, and they running back flip sides to run away from it, which is a good job by Gilmer. But 2nd
down and 16 for the Titans. Hamrick, pump fakes, nobody there, being chased by Marling. Throws it, and, oh, man, his receiver tried to one-handed Coker in the middle of the field. I got to tell you, he was open. If he just puts both hands on the ball, he probably catches that for a 10-yard reception.
What I'll say, and Central's going to have to be aware of this, where he tended to go, the quarterback, it was a pump fake and a scoop and go.
Okay.
Go was actually there. He just got blitzed out of the point and didn't have a chance, so he had to roll out away from it. But it was actually there. The pump fake was there, and we didn't have anybody covering him.
I did not see that.
Yep. So it was because they ran the slip screen a couple times, which you're up front, you're ready to go after, you're ready to attack and jump on it.
Wyatt
there
Pratt,
to sneak somebody behind it.
He'll check in at nose tackle. Him, we'll go 3-man front again.
Seeing McCreath in the ball game now at safety.
Bringing a little bit of height back there is what they're doing. Quarterback Hamrick looks downfield, and the pass is completed for a 1st down.
Great ball.
Boy, he got soft back there. The Central coverage did, and they just let him complete it. That is a pass that should be intercepted.
I tell you what, it's not so much when Ferrero was running man for man. He didn't get any help out from the rest of his guys from dropping back in the zone coverage.
Central ran 2 safeties on it.
Ferrero was inside linebacker. They ran a nice flag route, and he was with his man, but there was nobody helping him on the outside to bracket the receiver. And again, reward Gilmer County because it was a great route, great throw.
On a 3rd and 16,
but
you know what they're going to do.
You can't be having that right there.
He got to the sticks and turned around. Great play And good catch by Avery Chapman.
One of the key receivers for Gilmer. They don't defend a line of scrimmage, Jerry.
Oh, you're right. They don't. That should be a penalty. And boy, they're going to gain some yards in this, but that's an illegal formation.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the end receiver, usually he'll look at the line judge and say, hey, I'm on, I'm off. They'll give you probably about a half a yard. So he looked like he was a good yard and a half off the line of scrimmage. So
good call. Good spot. 2nd down and 5 for the Titans. Ball at their own 47.5 yard line.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Central with a 2-touchdown lead.
They could run this clock out if they don't have to snap it if they don't want to.
Play clock.
With
them tackling, I called him tackled out of bounds.
They took it out of bounds. So
yeah, I thought he got rolled in, but he was out of bounds when he got tackled.
2nd down and 5 for the Titans. Central didn't fall for the fake clap there. Oh boy, Aiden Baker, and who else is at the bottom of that pile?
O'Neill. And 75.
Wyatt
Bratton. The interior line, like seeing, and the linebacker filling.
No gain on the play for the Titans, and that'll end the first quarter of play here. Wheeling Central 14, Gilmer 0. We'll be back in 60.
Highland Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highland Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars has been serving the Ohio Valley for 45 years. Locally owned and operated and located in Elm Grove, Wharton's Auto Service prides itself on quality service and customer satisfaction. Stop on out and check out the reliable used car selection with clearly marked prices, a no-hassle buying experience. Financing is available. Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars, 2201 Lumber Avenue in Wheeling. Stop out today.
Welcome back here to Central Football on the Watchdog. I want to say hi to some of our girls listening in from Central. Aspen is listening in today, and Ashland Knight and Delaney O'Connell. I know they're all out in Indianapolis for the conference.
Okay.
And they're big Maroon Knight football fans, and I know they're just listening to our broadcast today.
I got one of my younger brothers, Alan Drissel. He's listening, 07 graduate, listening over in Peters Township, where he's living now.
Okay.
His family.
Big shout out to the Kaczynskis listening in, Kelly, and all 3 kids.
Dave Cross texted me from Morgantown. He wanted to know the score.
Okay.
14-0. So even though he's rooting on the Mountaineers right now.
Sponsoring.
Yeah,
he's sponsoring today.
That's what he was. I told him we've announced his business a couple times now already. His law firm.
3rd down and 5 for the Titans after we get ready to start the second quarter here.
Big 3rd down here. I imagine Gilmer's already in 4-down territory because they want to just keep this ball if we don't get anything on it.
Good snap. And here's going to get some pressure from behind. And Marling's going to get to him. Paxton Marling with a big sack here. And he was able to run down the quarterback. And they are going to lose 8 yards on that sack, bringing up 4th down and 13.
I have to revise my comments here on that big sack. But that's Marling doing his great job, defensive end position. And I'd imagine Gilmer hasn't seen a defensive line like this in a while. So that internal clock as a quarterback, it might change a little bit compared to what you're used to.
Think about this, though. I mean, the quarterback's probably escaped a lot this year. He just got ran down by a big man at Paxton.
Well, as recall, he should be a tight end according to that, right?
Marling looks up the middle here. Ferreira providing a little bit of pressure. That's a high kick. And Marto's just going to let that one get away from it. Get away.
Well, why would you do that?
Man, just get away.
Or whistle.
And now you're going to take a hit.
I was never a returner, but man, it as a fan, as a coach, it kind of gets aggravating sometimes when you worry about the ball hitting you. Just get away from it. You know, be decisive. That's the biggest thing. Is you got to be decisive.
Great hang time on that.
Oh, very good point. Yeah,
that's as good as a punch you're going to see at the high school level.
I think what Ferreira, we mentioned his footwork. I was worried he was going to run into the kicker. He somehow avoided the punter.
Well,
and
what happened?
around
The punter wanted to go get the tackle. He took off running forward, and Ferreira would have hit him.
Speaking of Ferreira,
he'll be Wildcat formation. Lorenzo Ferreira. He's got some running room. Cuts inside, spins out of it. He's going to get 13, 14 yards on that 1st down carry out over the 40 to the 41-yard line.
That probably should have max 4-yard gain. And I tell you what, man, he's like a knife through butter. he just goes right through that line, and the linebackers spinning around, big first down.
They'll go trips left. Remember, they threw out of this last
They
week.
did, and it was Ferrero.
It was. Ferrero gets the snap, and he's going to take off. And, this time he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
That came from the interior. Love the guy. I think Ben got beat on by the nose guard because Central had the numbers on the outside right there. That wasn't an outside linebacker or defensive end getting him. It came from the backside.
Tons of running room on that. So keep him in. Now they're doing the same formation to the right. See if they shift him over. Yeah, they're going to run the exact same play, but see if they don't toss it out of it. A running pass out of this. And there's exactly what it was, and it's a pass out to Caleb Radcliffe. Good catch over the 45 to the 50.
Uh-oh.
He's going to cut all the way across the field. Caleb Radcliffe still running. Got to watch from behind here.
There you go.
Yeah, man, what a play by Caleb Radcliffe. He catches that at the line of scrimmage, goes 18 yards for Maroon.
And he ran about 45 yards left to right, too. Now, the big thing on that play, Jerry, with the run-pass option, the offensive line has to be disciplined enough to not get too far downfield. Yeah. I think you get like a 2-yard, usually get like a 2-yard window, I think, to get downfield a little bit, but it has to be a quick decision by whoever the Wildcat is, because you don't want to hold it. Your offensive line, it's not their fault they get a flag then because they're anticipating that ball going out. Good play by Radcliffe and way to not get stripped from behind.
Down to the 42-yard line of Gilmer of the Knights. Hildebrand back in at quarterback. In motions Ferreira. He gets the handoff.
Big hole.
There's some hole. If he can get through it, he's through. And give him 7, let's go 8 yards on the first down carry. Good blocking out in front of him by Caleb Radcliffe.
Radcliffe and Miller was there as well. Now, for seeing as a receiver, he did a good job initial. As a receiver, you don't block as much, so when the DB or whoever starts running away from you, let him go.
Yeah.
If you get your hands in there, it's going to be close to a holding call because you're still grabbing hold of that inside of the jersey. You just got to be careful that it doesn't get called for a hold.
9:02 to go in the second quarter. 14-0 Central lead. Bring up a second down and 8 from the 33-yard line. Martos, spin pass. They're going to throw the out of the backfield. Ferrer just over his head.
That was the post wheel route out of the backfield, and it was off slightly. A little too much air under. I don't think Ferrer got enough wheels to.
Well, what happened was Ferrer got caught in the backfield, but never ended up turning that play up. He kept running to the sideline, and Hildebrand tried to lead him, but just put way too much air.
It was a pretty ball.
Yeah.
But point being, it was there, and they'll essentially be coming back to it at some point. Third down. They want to get this first down here. Probably keep it simple.
There's a counter. This time
to
Martos. Martos got running room. Cuts left. And good fight by Cody Martos. Wrapped up and taken down at the 21-yard line. But the Maroon Knights will move the sticks again.
And here's why that's so successful. With a 3-4 front, when they block down a nose tackle, all that's left with is 2 middle linebackers. And if you get them going side to side like that, as they're seeing the counter one way, it's a natural
now, if you're getting sucked in by Zoe Ferreira running at you, and you counter back with Cody, and those linebackers are not following that right.
Yep. You don't have to worry about blocking 2 defensive tackles. All you're worried about is blocking this nose tackle. And it's basically 3-on-1 with 2 guards in the center.
Hildebrand will roll right, looking downfield, and he throws it. Radcliffe catches. He bobbled it, then comes down with it. That'll be enough for another Maroon Knight first down.
And tell you what, Hildebrand had 3 options there. That was great. You had Miller running the post route. Radcliffe ran what we call Central language was the 2-stop, which is you're basically a comebacker, the sticks about 10 yards downfield. And I think that was Johnson he had out of the backfield in the flats if he wanted him.
And the fourth option was just tuck and run.
Running too, yeah. Which I thought he might do because I was worried about the offensive lineman getting too far downfield on that play.
I thought the same thing with an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it looked like it took a little bit longer to develop right there.
Ball's at the 6-yard line. First and goal, Maroon Knights. Cole O'Neill is your quarterback. He's just going to run right up the field. O'Neill, and he got a huge block, and he's in for a Maroon Knights score.
Yep, that was Johnson again.
Andrew Johnson again with a huge block on a touchdown run. Great job, Andrew. The St. Mike Mustang hitting the block.
Tell you what, Central is clicking on all cylinders right now, offensively and defensively that we're playing. So 20-0 right now.
You can score all the touchdowns in the world. When you see the blocks that Andrew Johnson's making on offense,
you're so happy.
Tucker on for the extra point. Oh, he hit it! Oh, he's going to be sick. He hit the left upright, and it's no good. His first miss of the season.
I would say I don't think he's missed one yet this year, Jared.
He was 52 of 52 at that point. So
that's a lap.
Yeah, he's going to be upset. So it remains 20-0 Maroon Knights. We'll be right back.
The original Undo's in Benwood is the perfect place to enjoy the big game, great food, and the company around you. The outdoor patio is the best-kept secret in Marshall County, featuring plenty of big-screen HD TVs, an outdoor beer garden, and NFL and MLB packages so you don't miss a second of the action. With the holiday season fast approaching, don't forget about Undo's Catering. Perfect for holiday parties, family gatherings, conferences, weddings, or any event large or small. Check out undos.com for menus, specials, entertainment, and more. Undo's Family Restaurants, family-owned since 1953.
Belmont Carson Petroleum has been serving the Ohio Valley for over 70 years. They specialize in providing energy needs from heating oil service for home heating systems to industrial and commercial demands in the valley, with most deliveries being made within 24 hours. Customers can now order fuel online 24/7. Download their iPhone or Android app and order right now. So call Belmont Carson Petroleum toll-free today at 1-800-597-7718.
Welcome back here to Wheeling Island Stadium. And an 8:02 to go here in the first half. Wheeling Central 20, the Gilmer Titans a 0. Eli Tucker on the kick, no win this time. A very high kick going to be fielded at the 8-yard line. And he fumbles it. Now he has to go down to pick it up. And there was no one to run. Cole O'Neill.
Luke and Galbraith.
Luke and Galbraith laying a little wood.
He's going to get a penalty for that.
And he got in his face.
Yeah, and that's why he gets a 15-yard penalty. He said something to him.
Sure did.
He huffed over, thought no need for it, and hopefully the coaches will get right on that.
Mike Young's going to pick him out, and he's going to lay into Luke in here.
They're having a friendly conversation right now.
So what happened is they were going to be backed up here. Now he's going to get a 15-yard penalty. They made a nice hit on the play.
It was a good hard tackle.
No need to talk afterwards. Just go to the sideline.
You got an injured, I think it's number 8. Trying to get a number on the Gilmer.
Yeah, someone from Gilmer is down here. So we'll take a Wheeling Hospital injury timeout and be right back.
Technocap, located in Glendale, West Virginia, a leading manufacturer of metal closures, supplying some of the largest consumer products, manufacturers in the world, and shipping to dozens of countries. Technocap wishes the best of success to Wheeling Central Catholic High School this football season. Go Knights!
One night my wife put her ear against my chest and said, "Your heart sounds like a wash machine." I had mitral valve prolapse. I thought, I'm going to have open heart surgery. I'm going to have to go to Pittsburgh and have it done. I need the best and brightest person that does mitral valve repair. My research took me to WVU Heart and Vascular Institute. I keep the pizza shop going because Mom and Dad worked so hard to start this legacy, and because of the WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, I can do this for many years to come.
What our children believe is just as important as what they know. In the Catholic schools of Ohio and Marshall counties, we believe faith, knowledge, discipline, and morals are more than just words. They are something unique that we practice in our classrooms every day. We challenge our students, not only academically, but in a way that enables them to grow into productive, faith-filled adults, an experience you can only find in a Catholic school. To find out more, call a Catholic school near you.
The injured Titan was Elijah Facemeyer, number 11. He walked off under his own power. Looks like he's going to be fine. So just want to tell if anybody from Gilmer's listening, he looks good.
Yeah. So Central back on defense. Gilmer really got their backs to them, so all they need to get something going offensively.
Yeah, so trips left for the Titans. Handoff up the middle. Good running up the middle. Good job. Going to get 5 yards on the play this time is Hall.
Gilmer trying to be disciplined, so they just don't want to keep throwing the ball around and give the ball right back to Central real quickly.
But the thing that Gilmer does the best is throw the ball. I don't like them on first down. I know it gives them a lot of options on second down, 2nd and 5, but
with it being 20-0 and 7.5 left in the second quarter,
you got to get
Central gets the ball starting the third quarter.
You got to find a way to get 7 points.
Central take all day letting you run the ball 5 yards.
They'll let you run 5 yards a pop. Actually, they'll probably give you 5 yards a pop, because that'll run the second quarter out.
Mm-hmm. 3 down lineman man coverage across the board for Central.
Quarterback will take this one himself, and Zoe Ferrer and Wyatt Bratton on the tackle, bringing up 3rd down, and let's go 1.5 yards for Gilmer County.
Again, all right, positive yardage for Gilmer, but they've burned a minute now off the clock already.
On one play.
Yeah.
This is the IBEW Local 141 game of the night. Got to see a couple of the guys from the Brotherhood yesterday.
Good.
They were in my office working on a keypad for our back door. They did great work, too. Got it all fixed. some great guys from the IBEW Local 141. Trips right here. See if they don't just hand this off the hall on 3rd and short. And they will. And Central's there. That he dives forward. He's going to be short. He didn't get to the first down.
Yep. He's about a half a yard short, which is automatic with the way Gilmore's playing right now in the game. They're going to have to go for this.
Yeah.
So Central here now.
Now, one thing I do is, and he's going to major this. This is not a first down.
No, he is just at the 42, and it looks like the stick is at
halfway.
The 42 and a quarter. You know,
42 and a half.
Yeah,
like almost.
Trying to get the right angle here from where we're at.
See, this guy can adjust it to where he puts this.
Well, you get that. You get those rolly fingers there with the the guy holding the ball, the official that holds the ball. I think it's about 3 lengths. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to say it's about 2 lengths short.
With, you know, for the high school ball, there's that white line, those 2 white stripes on the end. I'd say it's about to that white stripe, so at about 3 inches, I'd say. You know, like you said, Jerry, 3-4 inches maybe short. For Central,
Central just has to stay disciplined here. I mean, I know it's only an inch or so. But.
Well, and Gilmore's done a good job of trying to go on 2. Well, you've seen the changing up the count they've done so far today. Anticipate that. But you got 6:15 in the second quarter, 20-0. Central's 3 for 3 on their offensive series, and it made 3 stops
Central
on
not
Gilmore.
buying them throwing the ball here, are they?
No.
See some linebackers starting to fill here. Hand off the hall. He didn't get it. I'm telling you. He's going to be short.
Yep.
Never got there.
I think that was Marling. No, it wasn't Marling.
It was Marling initially.
I see Bratton and Andrew Johnson making that play. It stopped.
On the bottom of the pile coming out there.
Yep, he lost a half yard.
He lost a half yard. First down, Wheeling Central.
Why
didn't they go hammer straight up the middle? I mean, let the quarterback take that when you need an inch.
Yep. Well, I go back to, I get zone, you're talking a lot. When you're already starting at 5 yards and you need a half an inch,
you're giving these events
you have to be absolutely certain you're going to get a good block up front. I think the quarterback needs to start nowadays, Jerry. I don't get it. Great field position for Central there.
Oh, boy, they're going to strike you.
With the dagger.
There it is. Pass downfield to Miller. It's intercepted.
You know what? I'm surprised he went there. I thought he went
Ferreira coming out of the backfield.
That was the post, wheel route, and he went with Miller had a step on him. It was an underthrown ball. He had a step, but he had Ferreira wide open along the left hash mark.
No one was covering him.
So
he got lost. How about stepping in the press box? Former Maroon Jordan Waterhouse.
Back from college.
Probably going to put on a few pounds this week, eating his grandmother's food.
He said he does when you're in high school. It's really less. You're going to down the championship last year when it's playing him. Now, here's the only benefit of this is Gilmore's back on their own 10-yard line where they've been all game. 5:45 left here in the second quarter.
20-0, Wheeling Central leads on your West Liberty University scoreboard. Hammer drops back. He looks downfield under pressure. Now he's going to take off running and nowhere to go. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard on the play.
So I'm watching some of the common routes receivers running for Gilmore. They're doing a good job crossing about 5 yards downfield. Central staying straight man the entire way. They don't have anybody off. So the only risk is if one of the Central DBs gets bumped off on that route, you have a man running free. So keep an eye on that. See if Gilmore can work a guy free from the slot or on the outside on these routes here later on in this game.
The clock continues to run here after that. Run by Hamrick. We get nothing. Second down, and we'll say 9. We'll go to 10 here. Never got the yard. Trips right for Hamrick. He's going to roll. He options the Hall. Hall's got some room over to the 15. Going to be thrown down. That's going to be a first down for the Titans.
Well, we have enough numbers today. They did a good job flanking us. But Parker Watkins did a good job trying to get over there. He's in the game, middle linebacker, and then Johnson's in the cross as well.
McCree, the freshman safety coming up.
Getting some more reps in there. With Central only going 3 down linemen, 2 middle linebackers, bring an extra DB in the ball game.
Remember, we looked like we had no Braxton Anderson today.
He was a little dinged up toward the end of the last game. We saw him trying to get loose, stay on the sidelines.
First down 10, ball out to the 22-yard line for the Titans.
Gilmore not much of a rush here.
They are 0 rush, 4:20 to go in the first half. They're down 20-0. Hammer quick out this time. Receiver catches it. and Caleb Radcliffe comes up with a
Andrew
Johnson again.
I tell you what, he played outside linebacker perfectly. He was getting blocked on one of the inside receivers, shoved the guy off of him, made the tackle. With these, so this is a slipstream route, but it's going to the wide side of the field. It should be a quick play, but it's a long developing play. There's enough speed, left to right, sideline to sideline. You have to get it and go. It just takes too long. You're going to get way too much.
There's too much speed out there for the night.
Yep.
Andrew Johnson playing defensive was a better game to play.
Yeah. And offensively blocking.
The McCree will cheat over here. Central. Goes up. He never wins. There's the fumble. And they're going to have to fall in it. They're going to get it. And get it. Oh, man. The central defender overran it, Parker Watkins. And then coming up with Cole Cougar on the play. They will lose 7 on the fumble.
About Aiden Baker's game last week. Played it great. Defensive end, he went option. You take out that quarterback and let the safety and outside linebacker worry about the pitch shot.
If Central making a third 14, they burn a timeout, so they don't run any clock here.
Yep.
We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Hanover Fuel Stop, located at 105 Hanover Street in Martins Ferry, offers some of the Valley's best hoagies, all toasted to perfection. Hanover Fuel Stop offers delicious breakfast sandwiches all day long and daily specials like smoked wings or fresh fish sandwiches on Fridays. Hanover Fuel Stop offering delivery, so visit hfstop.com, place your order, let them bring your next lunch to you. Visit Hanover Fuel Stop online or give them a call, 740-633-3180.
Welcome back here, Wheeling Central. They call a timeout with 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. So after the pitch out there, and Cole wasn't even close to that one.
No, the quarterback wanted to pitch that a little bit later than what he had, but Aiden Baker did a good job crashing down the defensive end position, forcing a quick pitch. And Gilmore, they can pick up yards in chunks, but you don't want to be getting second and long, third and long situations in Central defense. You're not going to win too many of those battles.
Remember, on 3rd and 16 last time, they forgot the 6 and they completed one.
It was a nice flag out from the inside receiver.
Yeah, Chapman. I'd keep my eye on Chapman.
What I like about Gilmore, they run their 2 best receivers on the same side, Chapman and Coger. Chapman's in the slot.
Central not bringing any pressure on Hamrick at the time. They're going to complete it. I don't know if he ever caught it, did he?
He caught it, but he ran his route was about 2 yards short.
Yeah. So
Radcliffe did a good job making tackle there.
Bring up 4th down and 3. He fumbled that and it was hit.
Yes, with the way his back was towards us, so I can't tell if he secured that ball.
I never knew if he actually secured it again or not. But the officials, there's 2 of them. There's 6 officials on the game. 2 of them right on top of it.
Having a pretty good game today. So Gilmore's punting. They're lined up the punt.
They're lined up the punt. See if they don't do a hard count here.
This is where just stay back.
Just stay back.
You're going to get the ball, Central.
Don't even get down. Just back up a yard. Yeah, just let him get one off here. Yeah, they were trying to draw him offside. They were.
So Gilmore takes come out with.
Yeah, good job by the Central defense the whole year. Let's stick here and go over our sponsors. This is an IBEW Local 141 game of the week. Also want to thank Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars, West Liberty University, Quaker Steak and Lube, Chad Broadwater State Farm Insurance, Hunter's Family Restaurant Catering, coming up to half, Bush, Hidden Bob. But then it's going to have the Western Group halftime show.
Very good.
Frio Stack Associates, the Highlands, Liberty Distributors, Gompers Lorraine Associates, Bright Club, Dirty Paws, Domino's Pizza, Bay Insurance, Cross Lawson, Highland Sports Complex, Technocat, Diocese of Wheeling Charleston, and Belmont Cars and Petroleum.
Great list of sponsors.
And also I want to mention tonight, 7 o'clock, on both stations will be Shadyside and Newark Catholic in a regional final.
For the 20th time, if you like.
The winner will move on to a Final Four game in the state of Ohio, and the game don't get any bigger for the Shadyside.
No, it's those in the Valley, read the newspaper articles and that. Coach Williams, they know they've done a great job covering all the injuries they've had this year to make it the regional.
Make the regional was first quarter.
That's the coach's
job.
job.
Beckett's not your average first quarterback, but he's going to receive talent here.
So it's, and then, he knows Newark, they owe Newark Catholic one. Newark Catholic has a number the past couple of years, but hopefully Shadyside can pull it out and get on the state semis.
Central not fooled by any kind of hard count there in that last one.
Nothing changes here.
Just back off. They'll try to fake it here, and they're not going to get it. Ooh. Oh, last second, did he get it?
He still he needed to get to the 32. It's going to be,
they're going to give it to him.
Yep, he did. Man, Central had it right. They were there. They were not fooled. They did just enough to get it.
Let me just say, they're going to give it to him. But when he got hit, he fumbled that backwards. And that ball, they should give you.
I wonder if already when the ball is dead, like his progress didn't stop.
Man.
So it's Central was in position to make that play. Give credit to Gilmer.
He got the extra yard on the play.
That was the quarterback, Hammer, getting.
He got hit hard.
But now you got 2:12 left on the rolling clock here in the second quarter.
Coach Kaczynski's not going to be happy about that over there. First and 10 for the Titans. Hand off the Hall. Brought down by Aiden Baker, Cody Martos, and who else at the bottom of that? Parker Watkins.
If you're set here, just wrap up. I mean, I'm surprised Gilmore is sticking with running the ball. You think after going for it on fourth down, you're going to be more aggressive here. Maybe just hurry up and throw the ball.
I don't know if they're trying to set something up here.
I think their best routes are when their biggest shot is when they just run fly routes, because they have an opportunity to maybe beat somebody who might slip the ball.
Hammer will drop back to pass this time. Good pass completed to Koger. Koger shoved out of bounds, right at midfield.
Good route, good 8-yard route.
First down, Titans. Now the defense is a little soft here for the Maroon Knights. They're going to have to toughen up.
I'm curious if they just want to keep everything in front. They're running soft routes, these short routes, keep it in front, let them go chunk by chunk yard. You can't give them too many 15, 10-yard chunk routes.
One thing we haven't seen is no pressure from the linebackers in the first half.
No, they've been
laid back. Hammer. This time looking downfield and oh man, McCree had it in his hands and dropped it.
It was a post route the outside receiver was running, and Hammer missed his receiver. McCree's coming up, he had a chance to make a play right there. He don't want that one back.
Miller coming back to the line, scrimmage limit at 10. Second down and 10, 1:22 to play in the first half, 20-0. Maroon Knights lead here on the West Liberty University scoreboard. You're most mad about that score?
Eli Thompson in that little round zero. It should be a straight one. People kind of pressure since the defensive line get here.
And he'll hand off the Hall again. And nowhere to run. He'll dive forward here.
Parker Watkins making initial contact. You had Lorenzo Ferrer coming up. Riley Watkins coming up.
I got to tell you, I don't like that play call.
If we get the microphone out, I guess you're a couple of fans. Why don't we throw the ball? And we're questioning that as well. Now, I mean, they can still throw a deep ball here and maybe get loose, but you're running up against some time left here in the second quarter. 50 seconds left. Aiden Baker's lined up offsides. Yeah, Aiden Baker had half his body across the...
that should be enough for a first down.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
One thing that does stop the clock.
He just took it. Yeah, he saw him line. He lined up off sides. That was clear as day. It was right in front of him on the 45-yard line.
You called it immediately, so. First down, Gilmer.
You got 47 seconds left. Central does not want to give them up any points here, 1.5, give any momentum to Gilmer. The way they play defense is this first half.
Ball to the 40-yard line. Box off 47 seconds ago. Hammer drops. Looking downfield, pump fake. He's going to slip out. And now he's going to run into a lot of pressure. He's going to get sacked. And Paxton Marling rudely took him to the ground with Aiden Baker.
Central DB, there's 6 guys covering 4 receivers. It made it very difficult for Hammer to find any soft coverage in the zone.
There are times of the season that Hammer can do that and find someone downfield. That worked on to escape.
And then this is one of the defensive line. You might miss one the first time, but he's coming back up to get you, and you have another guy, his buddy.
Hammer had a chance to escape at the beginning, but then ran back because he wanted to throw it, and then it was just way too late at that time.
That's a big spot by Central D here. Force Gilmer back a little bit and have to burn a timeout. Forward's not really up to timeout, but I believe
Central has one, and I believe they have 2.
Actually, I think they took the one, though, before they ran the fake punt, because it did go down to 0, they didn't get away again. Yeah, so I think each team has one left.
Central gets us off here, guaranteed they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, here's the thing, you look for what Gilmore can run. We haven't really seen any, like, inside screen, like tight end screen, or running back screen. They've done some slip screening from wide receivers out wide. But with 32 seconds left, 33 seconds left, they're not going to have much time. It has to be downfield. Post routes, fly routes. And Central, I think they're not an umbrella defense, 2 safety back. It's going to be hard to get over top on them.
As long as Central keeps it right out of there,
yeah. 3 down line for Central. Parker Walk is the middle linebacker.
And roll left. He's looking. Marling's going to chase him again. And now, boy, that's got to be intentional grounding. No one there.
They're going to try.
That should be at the loss of down. Who's he saying there?
There's nobody there. The receiver they're pointing to is 20 yards downfield in that spot.
That's a penalty.
And what happened was, Hamrick escaped one side, but when he came back, he ran himself right back in the pocket again. So he was in the pocket, and the ball went past the line of scrimmage fine, but there was no receiver within 25 yards of that route.
The closest guy was at the 15-yard line.
The ball made it in 32.
Yeah. That should have been a loss of down. Pass complete over the middle, short of a first down, though.
Central teammates rang their own bells. So Martos and Watkins came crashing in. It's 4th down now. So
are they going to call a timeout?
No, Gilmore needs to call. Yep, they're short by half a yard, so they got one off finally.
So 9.8 seconds to go in half. They got it at the 31-yard line on a 4th down.
So that's a good route by the Chapman, and they're very familiar with it. It's a nice post route, good ball by Hamrick. But because of the amount of time Gilmore wasted it, again, it's only a 15-yard route. You're 31 yards away from the end zone.
And now here's the thing is, that was their last time out. So if they don't get the first down here, Foster's going to be...
They get the first. They don't get a touch. They get a first down. There's no way they're going to get it up in time and run another way.
So the Foster stop is enough to spot.
I think if you're Central, you're playing nobody in, back in the end zone, no touchdown here. Stop in front of them because even if they get a 15-yard, 20-yard route here, you're going to run. It's 9.8 seconds. You're not going to be able to get up in time, fight the ball, and get set.
He goes under center this time. Because he's going to have to get the ball off.
And then this is one, Central, you don't want to get a penalty, but if you do something like that, you want to kind of take your time getting off the ball carrier a little bit there. Maybe be a little bit slow rolling off, but no, they're going shotgun here. Sidecar with Hall, the running back. You got it. Chapman and Cobra, the two key receivers, short side of us.
Pressure. There's a complete pass out of bounds. So it's the first down at the 20. Let's go 19-yard line, 5.9 seconds to go in half.
Good route. Good 6-yard route right there. Excuse me, get 6 yards on the 6 with the first down.
But let me just say, though, if they would have won a little bit more earlier on, instead of running 5 yards, they could have been a little bit better situation.
Absolutely. So here's Central playing 3 Bs. They actually got 3 safeties deep.
Hammer drops back. Now he's going to take off running. This is what he doesn't want to do.
He's passing on scrimmage. He was passing on scrimmage, yeah.
It's not going to count because he was
offensive lineman downfield.
Offensive lineman downfield, whatever you want to call it. That is not a touchdown.
Yeah, 68 walking back from the 15-yard line. The ball's 20. So
he was over the line of scrimmage, and the lineman was 15 yards downfield.
Yeah, he's correcting. The quarterback wasn't. The rest on the quarterback wasn't on the scrimmage line wasn't. It was an easy call. And that's last play.
That'll be the end of the half.
Obviously, Gilmore fans are upset by
they don't understand the rules.
That's clear, yeah. I didn't think, maybe I didn't press one. I thought you couldn't enter on a defense penalty.
Well, here's what happened. Because he caught a
touchdown,
Central's going to take the penalty.
Yeah, that's why I think that's okay.
If he doesn't catch the touchdown,
that's right.
Decline.
Yeah, good.
But since he caught a touchdown, Central won't take the penalty. That's where they run an untimed down.
So, now, Central needs to have Miller, Ratcliffe, McCreek, Walk all back deep, And I'd be letting Ferreira slide the quarterback and just make it happen. While we're set aside here, it was fairly obvious.
They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to line up for a 42-yard field goal.
Straight on. Let's see. Now here's you're watching for a fake.
Fair ball. To attempt the field goal. Central back playing a fake. No chance.
They can return this.
Washington catches it.
All the way in the end zone. Okay. All right. Central take that. You know, you got a little murky there in the last series, but defense holds. At least 20-0 before halftime.
The Maroon Knights there. And the Gilmer fans aren't happy, but look here. It's a rule. Your lineman can't be downfield 15 yards on a touchdown pass. I mean, any pass.
Yeah.
So
it was clear. Yeah. Put it that way.
All right, folks. Mr. Fitzsimmons, Mr. DeBlanc will be in for the Glessner Group halftime show, and we'll be right back. He'll be on the air.
What you do today determines your future, which is why it's important to choose a company you can trust. With our expert knowledge in accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and now creative services, we will put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
West Virginia Northern Community College has over 10 new programs. Check out these new offerings that can lead to a great career, including hospitality and tourism, industrial technology, elementary education, substance abuse intervention specialist, our 100% online criminal justice program, and more. New non-credit trainings include EMT, paramedic, CDL, and certified nurse assistant. Register for one of these new programs today, or check out one of the other 70 programs West Virginia Northern Community College has to offer at wvncc.edu.
In a perfect world, there would be no accidents or injuries ever. No bad situations.
Cross Law.
In a perfect world, insurance companies would never refuse payment for your legitimate claims.
Cross Law.
In the real world, there's attorney David F. Cross of Cross Law. David F. Cross has been practicing for over 25 years on Charles Street in Wellsburg. 737-4185. You're not just another client at Cross Law. You're considered part of the family. As David always says, at Cross Law, we take your case personally.
Hey, all you Wheeling Central fans, the Fahey Levitt Agency is just like you. They support the Knights too. They're also proud to live in Wheeling, where they help families like yours with auto, home business, farm, life, and retirement. Don't drop the ball. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Give the Fahey Levitt Agency a call today at 304-242-8840 and go Knights. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
You demand perfection. That's why you drive the perfect car. Okay, maybe it's not exactly perfect, but it's perfect to get you to Domino's for their perfect $7.99 carry-out deal. Carry out any 3-topping pizza or a 10-piece order of wings, smothered in delicious sauces like hot buffalo, garlic parmesan, and honey barbecue, just $7.99 each. Demand the perfect carry-out deal at Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Frio Stack & Associates auctioneers, realtors, certified appraisers specializing in antiques, business liquidations, multi-parcel land auctions. Frio Stack & Associates is a regional business offering the executor, attorney, agent, and other individuals the most comprehensive and technologically advanced auction and appraisal services available. For information on our service, call our office at 304-233-3168 or email frioauc@aol.com. Frio Stack & Associates sells the earth and everything on it.
Are you traveling? Working a little bit too much? Is your fur baby starting to get a little shaggy? Let Dirty Paws be your one-stop shop for all of your pet care needs. Stop in and see us at 202 18th Street or give us a call at 304-639-7754 to schedule your appointments for dog grooming, doggy daycare, and dog boarding today.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 141, would like to welcome all to the Game of the Week, and they wish all local teams and players a safe and successful season. The IBEW Local 141 proudly supports local student athletes. Apprenticeship applications available daily at 82 Burkham Court in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling, and you can call them at 304-242-3870. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 141, lighting the valley for 110 years.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Get $2 off appetizers, $3 off domestic drafts, and house wine specials. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA. Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA.
It's not just a home or a car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Chad Broadwater sees your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Chad understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Chad Broadwater in Wheeling for your home and auto insurance today.
Technocap, located in Glendale, West Virginia, a leading manufacturer of metal closures, supplying some of the largest consumer products, manufacturers in the world, and shipping to dozens of countries. Technocap wishes the best of success to Wheeling Central Catholic High School this football season. Go Knights!
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
Welcome to Wheeling Island Stadium and the halftime show of the Watchdogs, sponsored by the Glessner Group. And I'm here with my partner, Butch Plug. I'm Bob Fitzsimmons, and what a wonderful day for football. Beautiful weather in November, Butch. Got a little chilly yesterday, I think. It's supposed to be a little chilly and rainy tomorrow, but today the sun's out, and we're out here right next to Wheeling Island Stadium, or in Wheeling Island Stadium, and we're watching the Maroon Knights playing Gilmore County, 20-0. The Maroon Knights over Gilmore County in the second round of the West Virginia Singway State Playoff, Butch. And pretty exciting again. Started off a little bit slow this year and then came on real strong. Played some real good competition. Played St. Clairsville, Shadyside, a couple other tough schools in Blair. And so the Maroon Knights have been tested by some of the best here in the Valley. And now they spread that talent. And what happens, even though they're 7-3, 8-3 now after last week's win, go in and compete against the state, and I think they get an edge up because they're just used to playing better competition, and it helps elevate their own game. And Mike Young's just done a tremendous job here at Wheeling Central since he's taken over, and fantastic. I don't know how many. I was talking to him the other night, how many championships he had. He has about a dozen, I think, here, and it looks like he has a shot to get another one. Nice ball team here from Gilmore County came up. Clean game, one penalty, 5-yard encroachment penalty against Central for 5 yards. Clean game, and I'll tell you what, they got a nice quarterback, Ian Hamrick, number 7, and he's a senior. I tell you, the kid has an arm, can throw the ball. He went 11 for 16 for 151 yards. Threw a touchdown pass right before the half, but it got called back because of a couple penalties and an illegal receiver downfield. But that kid can throw the ball, and if they had maybe a couple more receivers, although they have 3 or 4 receivers, I think that are pretty tough too. That number 10, Avery Chapman, and Elijah Facemeyer, Cole Coger, and Colton Hall, and Garrett Butler. Those kids get some good hands too. They run some nice routes. I think we got to blitz in the middle of that. I know he kid can run, though. He's not bad. He reminds me of some of those NFL guys, but it's quite not as good. So, anyway, the Maroon Knights, Wheeling Central Catholic High School, 20, and the Gilmore County Titans up here from Gilmore County, 0 here, and we're here at the halftime show sponsored by the Glessner Group. Gary Glessner and his boys out there, Steve Warden, who does all the accounting and taxes, Brett Andrews handles all insurance, and if you got money and you want wealth management, go see Eric Snodgrass. I tell you, they're just good people, fun guys, and I tell you, they're good workers and they're smart as heck. And I've always said Larry Glessner is one of the smartest people I've ever met. Does a heck of a job, Butch. You got the tackles there, Butch. Why don't we start off with the defense, because they got a shutout. You got to honor the defense here a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we intercepted a pass in the end zone, and they finished at halftime missing a field goal. So it could be 20-10.
Could be 20-10. Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yep, not bad.
We have 13 individuals on the tackling today, and Lorenzo Ferrer has 5 tackles.
I tell you what, he's good. This kid, I like watching him play. He's a football
runner also.
He plays both ways.
And Javon Miller has a tackle and assist. Arden Baker has 3 assists and 1 tackle. Cole O'Neill has 1 tackle and 1 assist. Radcliffe, he has 1 tackle. And then Ferrer is one that got Jalen Miller.
Javon Miller got the interception. Took a nice, beautiful pick, went up, took it out of the air. Jumped the ball.
Parker Watkins has 2 tackles and 3 assists. Braden McReith has 2 assists. Andrew Johnson, 3 tackles and 1 assist. Riley Watkins, 2 assists. Our big man on defense is Cody Martos. He has 7 assists, 1 tackle.
He's having a great game. He has a touchdown and 55 yards rushing on 4 carries also. He's having a heck of a game, Cody is.
Deaton Suggs has 1 assist. Paxton Marley has 1 tackle. That's it for the boys. We're playing a good game, though.
Playing tough game. And once again, Wheeling Central Catholic High School 20, the Gilmore County Titans 0. We're at the halftime. We're sponsored by the Glessner Group for all your financial needs, counting, anything. If you just need to count your money, go out there with them, and they know how to do it the right way. So, anyway, let me run through some statistics, Butch. We got Lorenzo Ferreira with 5 carries, 43 yards. Riley Watkins, 4 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. Cody Martos, 4 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. Cole O'Neill, 1 carry, 8 yards. We got to get Ferreira into the end zone here in the second half.
Yeah.
Peyton Hillebrand, 3 attempts at passing. He is 1 for 3 with 1 interception for 13 yards. Lorenzo Ferreira also threw a pass, and he's 1 for 1 completion for 18 yards from the backfield, and they're lining their running back up and pulling the quarterback out, which is a little bit kind of a different kind of set that they're running to kind of get Gilmore County thinking a little bit. Caleb Radcliffe has 2 receptions, 31 yards, and I've said this before. That kid, he needs to be more involved in the game. I guess you can go ahead and run the ball, and you don't need to throw the ball. If you don't have to put it in the air, you probably don't. But Radcliffe is a heck of an athlete, both football and basketball, and he's a heck of a receiver, and I think he has a history, or has a future in playing in the future of one of the local good schools, Wheeling University or West Liberty, one of the Division II schools.
He's in Bethany.
Yeah, Bethany, right. All right, and then for the Gilmore County Titans, Colton Hall has 10 carries for 14 yards. Big, strong linebacker also on the other side. Ian Hamrick, the quarterback, has 4 carries for 35 yards. And Ian Hamrick through the air, as indicated, 11 for 16, 151 yards, and these aren't fluke passes. This kid got an arm. He's thrown 10, 15 yards down the field, and it's a bullet. And when he throws it long, also, there's 5 incompletions. 3 or 4 of those could have been caught very close. Garrett Butler has 1 reception for 13 yards. Cole Koger, number 3, has 2 catches for 16 yards. Elijah Basemeyer, 3 catches for 60 yards. Avery Chapman, 4 catches for 37 yards. And I'll tell you, he's a good receiver, good hands. Cut a touchdown pass right before the half. Got called back because of the illegal receiver downfield, unfortunately for him. And then, but he's a heck of a receiver, can run the ball after he catches it. Very impressed with him and the quarterback, Ian Hamrick. Colton Hall, 12 yards on a reception. First downs, 10 for the Wheeling Central Maroon Knights. and 5 for the Titans. Penalties, 1 penalty the first half. Butch, what do you think of that? You're a guy that's always encouraged penalties, right? The Bloggers. But Luke had a couple in his day, huh?
Yeah, just 1 or 2.
He may have the season record for the most penalties. And I tell you what, he's a great kid. He's a great kid. He was a heck of a football player. He was hard-nosed. He'd take anybody on. It didn't make a difference who it was. So 1 penalty, 5 yards. Each team has a turnover. Central interception. Javon Miller's interception went up, took the ball out of the air. I tell you, a great play, cut in front of the receiver. Did a heck of a job. It was a tip. It was a tip, and stopped the score from coming on. Yep. And Cole Koger, number 3 from Gilmore County, has an interception at the 11-yard line. Let's recap the scoring now. Butch and Butch the Plugger and Bob Fitzsimmons bringing you the halftime show, sponsored by the Glessner Group here in Wheeling. If you got any questions on taxes, accounting, financial matters, wealth investment, stock investment, things like that, get a hold of Gary Glessner out of his group and his guys out there. They do a heck of a job, and we really appreciate them also sponsoring the show. That's right. All right, so this first score occurred at 9:42 in the first quarter. The Maroon Knights took it in, an 11-yard touchdown run by Riley Watkins, a junior, and racks it up, and I'll tell you, he's a hard-nosed runner. He's done a heck of a job this year, started last year also, and had some big plays last year. 3-play, 38-yard drive, 1 in 11 minutes remaining, or expired to take up the actual series of plays to get the score in. Eli Tucker, our star kicker from Central, put it through the uprights to make the extra point, 7-0. And I tell you, I'm impressed with Tucker. But he's not kicking into the end zone tonight, Butch.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm glad he isn't, because they get the ball back out.
And Butch, you have a family history of some kickers in your family, right? Michael was a heck of a kicker for Central. Mike the Fourth, a heck of a kicker back in the days. Yeah, it's Mike the Fifth. All right. Second score for the Maroon Knights, an 80-yard drive, 3 minutes and 13 seconds expired, 6-play drive, 1 yard. Cody Martos plunged into the end zone, and Eli Tucker put it through the uprights, 14-0. Then with 8:02 left in the second quarter, 6-play, 3-minute and 4-second drive, Cole O'Neill, 8-yard touchdown run into the end zone, and the extra point was no good. 20-0 to the Maroon Knights. That's how it sits at halftime. Let me go to a couple other scores here right now. We got about 4 minutes, a little bit over there. Michigan State, Ohio State. Butch, would you ever guess 49-0 in the third quarter? The Ohio State Buckeyes over at Michigan State Spartans. WVU was knocking down Texas pretty good, 21-10. It's now 21-17 at the third quarter with the Mountaineers, and we're the home of the Mountaineers here, and I'm going to talk about some of the shows we got going. Some other big games this week: Wake Forest and Clemson, 9-1. Wake Forest, Clemson, 7-3. Clemson's actually the favorite, even though Wake Forest is ranked 10th in the country. Georgia Tech, Notre Dame on at 2:30. The 9-1 Irish take on Georgia Tech, 3-7, and need a big victory here the last two games to ensure maybe the top 4. And how about this Cincinnati team? Number 5, just hanging outside, undefeated, 10-0 against the SMU Mustangs from down in Texas, 8-2 Mustangs. And they used to have some teams back in the day before they got busted for all kind of violations, NCAA. And the Pitt Panthers, for anybody here in Wheeling that's actually a Pitt Panther fan, I'm not sure there's too many, 8-2, ranked 18th in the country this year against Virginia, 6-4. And tomorrow, Sunday, we're bringing you the Lions at Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns in 5-5 versus the Lions. And the only positive thing on the Lions, they tied the Steelers last week. They're 0-8-1. They played the Cleveland Brownies, and we got to get a big victory for McDermott and Keller, John Keller, and Bobby Hare, and those guys need it. And we need a big victory. We got to root them on. And we're the home of the Cleveland Browns, by the way. We've stuck with them even when the times were tough, and they got to get going here this year. A little disappointed in the 5-5 record. They got to pick it up here, and they can do it. Steelers on tomorrow night at 8:20, not here, but on other TV stations. Steelers 5-3-1 at the Chargers 5-4. T.J. Watt is out. Minka Fitzpatrick's out with COVID-19. Quarterback Joe Hayden also is out. So the Steelers are down quite a few here, and that could be tough. So anyway, we got some other things going on here too. Butch, what do you got? Injuries? Any injuries?
Well, we have Hillebrand's playing because he started the season on. He's been healthy, but we have Topher. He's been out. He's got a bad thumb, so I don't know if he's going to be ready for the final game or not.
He will.
And
Mike Topher, let me tell you, he's not going to miss the final game. That kid's a player. That kid's a player. Mike Topher's a heck of an unbelievable athlete. He is football, basketball. I love watching him play.
Braden Whitlatch is out.
And Whitlatch too. What a tough kid he is. And I saw him on the sideline with a jacket on there. Yeah.
But you know what I can't understand? This Gilmore County, they only have.
They got some young kids, don't they?
Have
not too many.
23 players and 10 are seniors.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do next year. 23 players and 10 are seniors.
Oh, my. All right, let me give a shout-out to Jack Fahey, my brother Ripper, Bill Ripley, Greg Gellner, Tommy McIntyre, Paul Harris, Pat Cassidy. Let me tell you, Paul Harris does the Saturday sports show, sponsors that. Dr. Georges, we got Dr. Georges, Russ, Biff, Jimmy, and Mark coming in. I tell you, what a great show. Dr. Georges does just unbelievable with music choices, games, knowledge about sports, and Paul Harris, my good friend, does. Thank you for sponsoring that show. It's a award-winning. It's like the award-winning show in the entire world, and it's on Saturday morning. You got to tune into it. We also got Metro News Sports Lines Wednesday 7 to 9. Metro News Game Night Fridays at 9:30. Ohio State Buckeyes. We're the sponsors in the station for the Buckeyes. ONN Sports Magazine every Saturday morning, 8 to 8:30. Metro News High School Scoreboard, 8:30 to 9. And I've indicated the award-winning Paul Harris Sports Huddle show every Saturday morning. And also Biff, we got Biff, who does an unbelievable job, does the analysis of all the scores, reads them just just makes it so interesting. Just the way he does it, the emphasis he places on the scores every Friday night with the Biffer. And that's brought to you by the West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard featuring Biff Leonard, citing recap scores throughout the state. And then we also got our, by the way, Jerry Ames. He runs the entire sports department at WKKX at the Watchdog and puts this together, spends hours, hundreds of hours, he tells me, sometimes thousands of hours, he says. Now, nobody's ever accused him of embellishing a fact or two. And, as to his statistics that he had in high school when he was an All-Stater, which he actually was, unlike a lot of people that tell you about other things. But anyway, he puts this all together, and we're so appreciative. And we enjoy bringing just these sports, Butch. Isn't it neat to be for all the grandparents, the uncles and aunts? People can't get out. People that are on traveling. People are in a car. You just turn on. You got to get your app, though, too. That's important. Like today's game, right? What's that? Yeah, he got Dave Cross's guy, and what a wonderful guy Dave Cross is. A fantastic lawyer, and his entire families I think they're all lawyers now, with his daughter and his dad and all those folks. But he's listening right here now, and a lot of people, we want to bring that because it's neat. This is Wheeling Central. That's special to them. We can do that. We can deliver that, and we spend a great deal of time with the high school sports and putting up with a lot of people trying to get this on the air, and we do. We get it on, and we try to do the best we can, and it all happens because of the sponsorships that happen, the people that help pay for the travel expenses and the announcers and the things like that. That means so much. Gary Glessner, thank you guys for your entire support this year and always. And also, I want to give a shout-out to one of the wardens, not to Steve Wharton, the guy that takes care of the well, but Randy Wharton, who takes care of our county. He's our county commissioner, and
great job.
Oh my God, he's phenomenal. He's been there 2 decades, and I didn't know he was that old, but he's been around a while. Randy's been around a while, and I tell you what, he's devoted his life to serving the public here in the county and stuff like that, and he just does a great job as our commissioner, Randy Wharton, does. And I just want to thank him for everything he does for everybody, and it's just phenomenal. He really is.
I want to see Paul Harris here 2 weeks from today.
Paul Harris is going to do, he promised to do, him and
Pat
Pat Cassidy are going to do a cigar program about the presidents, what cigars the presidents of the United States loved, and sports announcers, what ones they loved also. We're going to turn it back to Jerry Ames and Ryan Storm, and Ryan Storm's a Warwood boy, so that makes him like a premier citizen here. So, all right, and everybody have a good day, and go Mountaineers and go Maroon Knights.
Gompers, Lori & Associates would like to wish best of luck to all area athletes this fall season. For over 40 years, Gompers, Lori & Associates has been providing quality, personalized financial guidance to businesses and individuals. Gompers, Lori & Associates expertise ranges from small business consulting and accounting services to more in-depth services such as financial statements and tax planning and preparation services. Gompers, Lori & Associates can be reached at 304-242-9300. That's 304-242-9300.
Welcome back to Wheeling Central football here on the Watchdog.
All right.
Ball's number 32, first down and 10.
I think someone walked off with my Maroon Knight roster.
Get a nice second half report, though, from Mr. Fitzsimmons, Mr. DePlaga.
Can you ask me if they got my Wheeling Central roster?
Gilmer kicking off to start the second half. Do a little pooch flip kick to the 35-yard line, fielded by Martos, and he gets tackled immediately. Central starts off in the 32-yard line. Soderbrand in the shotgun formation.
Handoff, Riley Watkins off left tackle. Hartzell blocking in front of him. Gonna get a, 5-yard gain on the first down carry from Watkins.
Jerry's a quick recap. Central, I think, liked how they played offensively that first half. Scored 3 in the first 3 possessions. Went to the jugular on that 4th series for a big pass touchdown, got intercepted. But overall, 20 points on 4 possessions, you'll take that. Defensively playing great.
Soderbrand, handoff, Watkins now will go right. He's got Marling blocking in front of him. He actually running into Watkins, fights off of it. Watkins cuts left. He's got some running room over the 40, 35, 30. Riley Watkins going to be caught and thrown out of bounds at the 24-yard line. But what a nice job blocking by the Central offensive line to spring Riley Watkins for a big game.
As a running back, you love seeing good blocking. But when you're up in the sky, seeing that curl block, that pulling block, it's a thing of beauty.
It's so much better to view from right here.
Watching Marling come around from his guard position, and then you had Hartzell blocking down, Pereira doing his position, blocking out on the outside tackle. Just a beautiful thing of beauty. And like I said, Gilmore hasn't changed much, so they're still on a 3-man front, and Central's just feasting on that.
Central, Martos in, giving Watkins a little breather after that play. Martos turns on a little speed, cuts back, going to be brought down at the, no, he keeps the legs running, going to be down at the, 13-yard line for Cody Martos, and that looks like enough for another Central first down.
Gilmore staying in that 3-man front. Central seen it a couple times this year. The biggest difference, they only got 7 points against Bel Air, like 3-4. But what Bel Air did was their safety was very aggressive, coming up and supporting on the run. Gilmore, they're not getting the back half support. It's pretty much 3 down linemen to 4 linebackers, and they're just getting great blocking.
Wildcat formation was Zoe Ferreira. Zoe will run weak side of the field. He's going to cut out. Can he turn the speed on and make the corner? He does. Wow. Lorenzo Ferreira.
Ferreira, I mean, he was about a yard and a half from being tackled by a guy in front of him and just eludes him. Guy steps to the left and cuts outside. He's got some great wheels.
Man, the second gear for Zoe is really special because he ran kind of right to the Central sideline, and as soon as he saw a chance to cut it up, he did, and cut back up the field, and the defender from Gilmer couldn't get to him. Eli Tucker on for the extra point. Ferreira will hold. The kick is up. This one's right down the middle. Wheeling Central 27, Gilmer 0. Minute and a half into this second half. We'll be right back.
Since 1987, Liberty Distributors has been one of the state's leading suppliers of quality commercial print paper, janitorial supplies, custom packaging, and shipping materials. Liberty has made customer focus and care the first rule of business. We also focus on being environmentally conscious by offering a complete and certified line of green products. Visit libertydistributors.com for a full view of our product catalog, now with our 20,000 products, training videos, and more. Liberty Distributors, serving the entire Ohio Valley for 30 years.
Highland Sports Complex is the coolest destination for sports and entertainment the Ohio Valley has ever seen. Pop in for some open basketball in our field house or reserve some turf time for your next practice or game on our synthetic fields. Online registration is open for development classes and leagues for youth and adults. Highland Sports is also the hottest destination for birthday parties and other events. So come challenge yourself on our play climb and enjoy your favorite virtual reality game in the arcade. No memberships required, so visit highlandsports.com to find your next entertainment experience and get ready to reach new heights.
Eli Tucker on to kick for the Brew Knights after Brew Knights in a minute and a half marched down the field on that opening drive after Gilmer tried a little funny business there, tried to squib one on the kickoff. So Tucker, he puts a leg into this one, and is it going to go? He fielded that. The ball was live at the 5-yard line, and he's going to be wrapped up. He gets it back out to the 9, but that was almost disaster for the Titans on that kickoff.
Back up Central offensively, they're not getting any resistance at all by Gilmer defense, so they can have their way to a ring line, and they're doing it. We're going to talk about it, but special teams are obviously a big phase of the game.
Yeah,
listen, when you are consistently starting inside your own 10-yard line, you're not going to win too many games right there.
I try to tell people this week, I said Central's offense is really good, Central's defense is really good.
Having a kicker.
Having a kicker, and what Eli Tucker has done for this football team this year, it's just you can't, and then the guy's running down on kickoff.
The only thing is they have to break, as long as the guys break down and cover, because it is a long distance.
Hamrick looks downfield. He's under some pressure. He's going to get Robson taken down.
Around 2 yard line, He tried to fight out of it. That was Martos from the linebacker position. He was there.
Martos held on forever.
And then
Andrew Johnson again.
Having a game.
Going to get both of them going to get a half a sack on the play. So second down and now 12 for the Titans.
And this isn't Gilmer likes to throw the ball anyway, but this is not a position they want to be in. When defensively Central knows they can spin their ears back. The DBs can be a little aggressive here, get a little handsy, okay, maybe get a flag, whatever. But
look at this big guy in the backfield, 64, the big lineman's back there.
It. First time under center.
Oh boy,
he didn't make a block at all.
He didn't make a block. He Olayed on one.
He really didn't get out of the stance in time to make a block.
If you're going to put a lineman in the backfield, you better run behind him because you're just wasting a position on the field.
I don't know what he's trying to do. He was actually blocking our defensive end, and the play was right over the center.
I'm not sure they got back to the line of scrimmage, but
they may get a yard.
Officially on the scoreboard, it's 3rd and 12 for the Titans.
3rd down and 12.
And they'll keep him in the backfield. I can't figure this out unless there's an injury.
Yeah. I mean, I see 10, their main receiver out there.
He's blocking for the quarterback, and a pass goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 12.
If he catches it, it's 4th and 5. So,
right,
it was a nice 7. It's a good route. It's a good 8-yard route, but
you had to run a 13-yard route.
It's just. And that was the play that was called. It wasn't like he broke it off earlier, and that was. It was designed a double hitch route on each side.
Let me mention the good coverage by Caleb Radcliffe on the play too.
Well, and one thing when we talk with our coaches. They notice a lot of teams are playing a lot of zone coverage against Gilmer. Central's not. They're playing man.
They'll play man against you every day.
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll punt from the end zone. They'll punt from the A in Park.
Ferreira almost got it.
Great punt. And Ferreira's going to have to pick it up at the 50. Now he's going to come back. He's got a little bit of blockers down the left-hand side. He's got running room. Is anybody going to get to him? No.
No flag.
Touchdown, Lorenzo Ferreira.
Yep, no flags. He didn't get touched.
Never touched one time.
I mean, that was just a straight run down the sideline. He picked up a block by Baker down there, and I think was Johnson over there and get a block.
The thing is he out-punted his kick coverage at times, so he got a great bounce. And when it bounced, I don't think Gilmer thought that Zoe was going to pick it up.
Yeah,
he picks it up and just takes it to the house. He ran directly down the central sideline.
Yeah, he didn't make a juke. He had to turn around to grab the ball and then ran. Yeah, Central's going to go for 2 here. That puts that's up to the 4th quarter, right?
Yeah. So the Knights, Brad Leonard told us in our ear that they would probably go for 2 if they got to this point.
I don't think they're the right personnel. They're trying to figure out their man short. Offensive lineman there, thinking it's probably an extra point.
Yep. I'm calling out my man Hartzell. He should be out on the field. He's over there trying to text Delaney O'Connell. Sorry. They just scored a touchdown.
That's right. The play clock took a while. It's only on 15 right now.
Hildebrand looks. into the end zone. Pass complete. Lorenzo Ferreira, the two-point conversion.
That was easy pitch and catch. Just a quick out route from the slot for Ferreira. Ratcliffe from the outside, ran across and out behind him.
With 8:50 to go in the third quarter, Wheeling Central 35, Gilmer 0. We'll be right back.
Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars has been serving the Ohio Valley for 45 years. Locally owned and operated and located in Elm Grove, Wharton's Auto Service prides itself on quality service and customer satisfaction. Stop on out and check out the reliable used car selection with clearly marked prices, a no-hassle buying experience. Financing is available. Wharton's Auto Service and Used Cars, 2201 Lumber Avenue in Wheeling. Stop out today.
The Original Undo's in Benwood is the perfect place to enjoy the big game, great food, and the company around you. The outdoor patio is the best kept secret in Marshall County, featuring plenty of big screen HD TVs, an outdoor beer garden, and NFL and MLB packages so you don't miss a second of the action. With the holiday season fast approaching, don't forget about Undo's Catering. Perfect for holiday parties, family gatherings, conferences, weddings, or any event large or small. Check out undos.com for menus, specials, entertainment, and more. Undo's Family Restaurants, family owned since 1953.
Welcome back here. Just got an update from Brad Leonard. Ritchie County 14, Mountain View 6 in the third quarter. Tucker on the kickoff. Another great kick. This one's going into the end zone, and it does.
He finally got one.
He finally got one today.
Trying, yeah.
And actually, this is going to be their best field position for them.
I would say, yeah, Jared. Exactly it. Central, we said they're clicking all cylinders coming in the game. They pretty much, other than the interception, which is an aggressive play call, a flawless game at this point.
I remember what you said, though, and we both kind of agreed to this. They were playing eight guys on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
At some point, you're going to get tired. I'm sorry.
Yep. And you can just tell the body language of them right now.
Coming off the field last time, both Stormy and I watched them coming off the field, they kind of looked defeated. That's the first time we've seen that in this game. Hamrick drops back the pass. Oh, boy, threw it, and the Maroon Knights all over that one. Andrew Johnson again for the Knights.
Just good route. It was a good route, good ball, but it's a 4-yard out route, 3-yard out route.
And he only got 2 yards on it.
Yeah, Central's going to take care of that all day.
Johnson and Cole O'Neill there for the Maroon Knights.
So what, the way we thought they could do it, the tip of the cat, the way the defense is playing, they're just sticking to these receivers. Doesn't matter if the outside linebackers are on running backs or the DBs are playing good on their key receivers outside. They're glued right to them.
This side with Johnson and Miller have been exceptional today. Takes the handoff up the middle, and oh boy, he made a move on Johnson, did Hamrick, and Hamrick's going to step out of bounds, but it'll be a first down for the Titans.
And that answer's jinx, right? No,
yeah.
And Johnson, he was spying the quarterback there, came up aggressive, make the tackle, just great move by Hamrick to elude him.
Yeah. Eli Tucker, the kicker, is going to check in on defense for Johnson.
Give him the glove.
I think there's a coachable moment here, is what they're going to do.
And he's had 2 missed tackles like that.
He ran right to Kaczynski, and Kaczynski's going to put his arm around him and talk to him. This is a great moment for Shannon Kaczynski and Andrew Johnson.
Doesn't matter, you're up 5 scores, you still got to make that play. Fakes
the handoff. Good reception there, but it is only a 4-yard route.
And that's because he was injured earlier. That was Facemeyer. So good to see him coming back.
Yeah, you're right. So Johnson right back out on the field after one play.
Tucker's like, what do I do, Coach? Central staying with 3-man front. Bratton's getting a little more action now. He was in earlier, but he's played this entire series.
He's like he's going now as your tackle, and Stuggs is getting a little bit of a breather. 3-man front for the Knights. Parker Watkins showing some pressure. They run at Parker, and he said, nope, not here.
Good to see Parker Watkins getting a lot of action time in, too.
Ball right at the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Titans.
7:13 left on a rolling third quarter clock.
35-0. That's for our friend Joe Valantic listening in.
Mr. Bedway.
Can you imagine them at McDonald's in Warwood?
God bless those McDonald's employees.
Those employees, they're just...
3rd down and 4.
It's nice to be able to do that, though. They do enjoy their that corner table they have there.
Clock continues to roll here.
Yes, and Gilmer, I think they know their beat, but they can still get some urgency out of it. In the hurry-up offense, they're not doing it much.
There's the pressure. Slip in, yeah. There's a little slip screen by Gilmer.
Ball's
on the ground. And Gilmer did get it back.
Great play design. That was all the offensive linemen released early. Defensive line got that jailbreak and it ran the receiver perfectly right in between the blitzing line and then behind the offensive line.
I love the play call from Gilmer.
Play
Love it. So first down for the Titans out to the Wheeling Central 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 6:50 go. They'll go twin receivers each side again. Sidecar is Hall to Hamrick. Hamrick will roll right, looking downfield. The receiver is there. Well, that one's just too easy. He was wide open.
So I think Central a little bit more zone with some of their players. That was the inside receiver, Chapman, I believe, and just set nice down, basically a curl out, just 12 yards downfield, find a soft spot. For Gilmer, that's a nice pitch and catch. They're used to doing that all year.
Central's got to be some resistance on it. He rolled out there with no pressure, threw downfield with no pressure, and the receiver had no one covering him.
No, like I said, what you see a lot in more modern times, like sometimes you want to spread out your best receivers, they stack them to the same side, and it makes it a tough position to put your halfback and your outside linebacker in.
Hamrick now will roll left. Looks downfield again, the receiver. Same exact route, wide open again.
10-yard out route. Nice, easy.
Real close to a first down. And they'll say move 6.
Yeah, Miller came up from the cornerback position to make the tackle, but not before the first down catch.
The ball will be at the 22-yard line of the Maroon Knights.
5 minutes now in the third quarter. Gilmer putting together a good drive. They had one good one early in the first half, and then on the interception by Miller.
In the end zone.
And then on the end zone, at halftime, they had that penalty, unfortunately, for them.
Central throws it downfield, caught by the receiver. That's caught by Garrett Butler.
That's good coverage there by Miller. About an 8-yard curl route right in front of him, but he made a quick tackle. I think Central, probably where their frustrations are not getting home to the quarterback right now, but Gilmer's doing a good job of out early.
I don't give him that kind of time back there. If when you put pressure on your guy, that make him think back.
Which is what helps in good team defense. If your DBs are up and hitting the receiver, it throws off their timing enough where you can get that defensive line into the quarterback.
Same formation, they run it all the way downfield, twin receivers. Hamrick fakes the handoff to Hall, and now he's got pressure on him, and he's going to throw this one out of bounds.
Yeah, he's making a smart decision on that one because Aiden Baker was breathing down on him pretty hard.
3rd, and let's go a short 2, long 1.
And you can see it. Gilmer just wants to get a nice simple first down play right here.
I would say they're going to run this one.
Yeah, I would try to get the first down, and then get a new set of downs.
So Hall will line up on his left. That's where he's been getting the ball. Central still not putting anybody up. The right guard move for Gilmer. So
yeah, Baker moves the defensive end, but the right guard moves as well. So it should be a false start.
Yeah. That should back him up 5.
And that's a killer.
Yeah, it sure is.
Now you're pretty much forcing yourself to throw the ball again, which they've had some success, better than running, but still, you don't want to be 3rd and long against Central.
Any idea if he was going to try to down block on that? The way he came firing out of there?
Well, and to his credit, though, he just popped up. He didn't give that fire out low. So I'm going to guess we got Luca Ferreira.
Yeah, but your nose tackle.
Yep.
Ferreira, Marling, and Baker up front for the Knights. Hamrick will roll. He's getting some pressure.
Good job.
And they're going to sack Hamrick.
Tell you what, Parker Watkins made an outstanding play. Yeah, I think it's 23 Parker. He came flying up in the middle linebacker position, cut off the quarterback so he could roll out further, force him back inside right to Baker and Ferreira. I mean, that's outstanding.
It's just a great play.
He read and react perfectly.
Well, we said one, they're going to bring a little bit of pressure. That time they brought the linebacker.
It wasn't like a design blitz. He read it to the outside, fired up, and just beautiful defensive play. No, it's got to have
a 4th down and 10 for the Titans. Hammer drops. He's going to get some pressure. He needs to take off running now. And he's going to get, no, he's going to be short. Yeah, he's going to be short by about 8 yards.
Yeah, there's too much second-level defense right there. A lot of central DBs and linebackers drop up in coverage and let them fucking man. They're able to gather around the tackle.
That's another killer in this game now. They've gone for it on fourth down twice and failed on both sides.
The Gilmer's had 3 opportunities to score. Their second series ended in the interception. Right before half, they had the touchdown, but the offensive line was clearly downfield. And then just right there, snuff it out in the end.
Good defense by the Knights. That's what credit. So first and 10 for Wheeling Central, ball thrown 14.
Take a lot of running right now.
Yeah, Central would not put this ball in the air. There's a counter, back to Martos. Spun forward, going to get about 2 on the play.
And then give credit for Gilmer to finally snuff that play out because we've been killing him on it. That was actually, though, he's not looking at the start of it. I think the number 5 plays an outside linebacker position. He followed the running back through the hole from the backside.
65, just check back in. He was the one who was injured. He's limping pretty bad. Maybe take a shot at him with Riley Walker.
Yeah. Combo walk on him.
Sure.
Right. This is probably going to be buck sleep action.
And there's the buck to Ferreira. Hartz will hit a block for him. Oh, boy, you're not going to catch that. He got his jersey. Man.
I've been wrong twice. I thought I've not seen Ferguson chase down like that. That nice grab by Butler, the middle linebacker, number 8, tracking him down.
Yeah, bringing him down to the Maroon Knights 45-yard line. But that's a huge gain for the Maroon Knights. First and 10, Wheeling Central. Evan Hanlon checks into the game for the Knights. He'll be your inside receiver. Johnson and Ferreira, your wings. Hand off Rocket, right up the middle. No one touched him. Oh, boy. Oh, that's got to be a horse collar attack, wouldn't it?
You would think, but he walked in and another.
But he maybe just got a shoulder pass.
Yeah. It was a slight jersey. It didn't get into the back of the collar. It's more of a jersey pull.
You got to get the fingers down behind.
And our buddy there, Andrew Johnson, downfield walking as well. I tell you what, he's been phenomenal.
Boy, the Chad Broadwater State Farm Insurance Player game. Andrew Johnson may be getting this.
I'm thinking, Ferreira keeps scoring. That's the problem. You got to, with that punt return, the way he's running the ball, it makes it difficult. Chad's going to have to up the sponsorship game on that.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 35-0 Wheeling Central lead. Hand off Martos up the middle. And he's got 5, close to 6 yards on the run. Second down and 4 for the Knights.
Martos,
we'll go 5.
Doing a good job on counter action from a wing back. That time was more deep backs, so the hand off right in the middle there.
Central really good. Great job rotating through, running backs through here.
Coming in the season, we weren't sure who was going to be the lead guy. We thought Watkins had some experience last year, but they are very confident about it.
They don't care who's back there.
Stable running backs.
There's not a starting running back on the team. Hildebrand. Now he's going to drop back to the pass. He throws downfield to Ratcliffe. One-handed catch by Caleb Ratcliffe.
Unbelievable.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty, Clark. That's what they say in Christmas vacation. Oh, my goodness.
And part of the reason why I did one-handed catch, he was in a good position. He actually had it.
He had his left hand.
He had a good job. That tight coverage, you like to see the DB trying to get away with it. And beautiful ball by Hildebrand. I know the chef loves the way he throws that ball. Maybe he almost dropped that.
There's a gentleman taking pictures down there for the Central website. He had his right back. I got to tell you. And Tucker on for the extra point. Hit it up and good.
I think he went hit that one for the Rich Parkway.
We have Central 42, Gilmer 0. We'll be right back.
Belmont Carson Petroleum has been serving the Ohio Valley for over 70 years. They specialize in providing energy needs from heating oil service for home heating systems to industrial and commercial demands in the valley, with most deliveries being made within 24 hours. Customers can now order fuel online 24/7. Download their iPhone or Android app and order right now. So call Belmont Carson Petroleum toll-free today at 1-800-597-7718.
What you do today determines your future, which is why it's important to choose a company you can trust. With our expert knowledge in accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and now creative services, we will put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
One night my wife put her ear against my chest and said, "Your heart sounds like a wash machine." I had mitral valve prolapse. I thought, I'm going to have open heart surgery. I'm going to have to go to Pittsburgh and have it done. I need the best and brightest person that does mitral valve repair. My research took me to WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, I keep the pizza shop going because Mom and Dad worked so hard to start this legacy, and because of the WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, I can do this for many years to come.
Welcome back here to the Maroon Lake football. Pitching catch from Hildebrand to Radcliffe. Makes it 42-0.
Radically underselling that pitching catch.
Yeah. Another in the ends up for Eli Tucker.
Man, I hope they're. I know that Tucker fans, they've been putting a film together at college. I think he is.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, first of all, he's only a sophomore.
He's already 50 yards in kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting letters from colleges, is what I've heard from all. Yeah.
That's probably what he wants to do. I know he plays soccer a little bit. He's going to be good on the baseball team this year.
Yeah, you just know what a great athlete.
He's a good kid, too. Yeah. All right, so Central here. I'm wondering if
he has a chance to get a college education, maybe.
And we're broadcasting live.
Yeah, you're right. We can see a lot of them.
So let's see if Central starts rotating some guys in and out. I'm seeing Walensky in already.
Yeah, a few substitutions on defense.
Probably the defensive line will keep the upperclassmen in.
Marto's showing pressure. And he'll have to screen route with Hamrick. Hamrick still running. Oh, boy. Nowhere to go this time. And he'll get 2 yards on the scramble. Brought down by...
I get Arthur Watkins, you get Martos in there, I think Ferreira. Even Bratton was getting sidelined at that sideline action.
It was Cody Martos originally going to get the head up there. Martos had another fantastic game in middle linebacker. Martos is what? 5'8", 5'9".
He's smaller than what should be a middle linebacker. Should be.
When he walks through that locker room door, he thinks he's 6'5".
He's 5'9", 180. I'm curious about that 180.
I'm curious about the 5'9".
Yeah, that is too. God bless the kid, but he's just playing a great D.
Hammer will roll out of the pocket, look downfield, and that pass is complete. They're going to say.
Yep. Still put his hands up. He pointed to it.
He pointed his foot down there to the official.
Yeah. He's taking his time.
But Caleb Radcliffe doesn't agree with it, I can tell you that.
He's having a conversation with the official trying to, I think it's going to work.
Now, the Whitecaps bringing us back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, this is,
okay.
There's a penalty here.
I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either, but they're walking it back. Holding.
Okay.
And actually, the kid who was injured came back into the game. I told you he was limping, and he got called for a hold. You know what happens there. You're going to get beat. You're probably going to hold him.
You don't have full strength as you normally would on that.
Second down, and let's go 17 for the Titans. Ball at the 12-yard line. 42-0 Maroon Lake lead. 19 seconds to go in the third quarter on your West Liberty University scoreboard. Hammer now rolls left. Now he's going to try to go back right. He's in big trouble. Brought down, another sack this time. It'll be Parker Watkins again with Aiden Baker.
They're having a field day now.
Now they're just playing off.
5 seconds left in the third quarter.
And he'll just let that clock run down. So we played 3 quarters here at Wheeling Island Stadium. Wheeling Central 42, Gilmer 0. When we come back, it will be a running clock situation.
What our children believe is just as important as what they know. In the Catholic schools of Ohio and Marshall counties, we believe faith, knowledge, discipline, and morals are more than just words. They are something unique that we practice in our classrooms every day. We challenge our students, not only academically, but in a way that enables them to grow into productive, faith-filled adults, an experience you can only find in a Catholic school. To find out more, call a Catholic school near you.
West Virginia Northern Community College has over 10 new programs. Check out these new offerings that can lead to a great career, including hospitality and tourism, industrial technology, elementary education, substance abuse intervention specialist, our 100% online criminal justice program, and more. New non-credit trainings include EMT, paramedic, CDL, and certified nurse assistant. Register for one of these new programs today, or check out one of the other 70 programs West Virginia Northern Community College has to offer at wvncc.edu.
Welcome back here to Wheeling Central football. You were assault for the game down there? Oh, Wilkie, the old guy from the stadium.
Yeah.
Jim Wilkinson.
Yep. I talked to him because I love being here, but I'm seeing you guys being around. Yeah, I mean, your job at the end of his career. Going from grass to turf. Yeah, but
I got to tell you,
he's a legend.
I used to work here after the game, and I would come help clean up the next morning. And he was our boss then. So, so I got to know Wilkie through that. He was one of my Little League coaches for a little bit. But it was good to see Wilkie before the game, yeah.
just you love those guys around the Valley. You know, you just love football.
Yeah.
Being around the community, whether it's Park, Central, whatever. They just want to be around a football game and be around high school kids and enjoy watching them play. He's one of those.
The clock will be running most of the time except on a change of possession here. So Hamrick, they're going to bring him down again. Oh, shovel pass by Hamrick. But it's going to...
I want to complain. He's about to do that monster.
Yeah. They call the penalty. He dropped the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, he was at the 5-6 yard line. Yeah. And
they already moved the
he threw it about the 7 yard line.
Central will decline this and make it 4th down, I'm sure. Turn this up and get the officials call. Yeah, Central just decline and make it 4th down. That's what you do. They're saying illegal catch on the offense. So was it a lineman that caught that?
Either that or it would have been an inside receiver covered up by an outside receiver on the same side.
Okay. That's tough for an official, high school official to make that happen.
Yeah, he really had some odds on that one.
Yeah, I would say. This whole punt, his feet will be literally at the dog track punting this one. Pick it up. It's actually a really nice punt, going to be fielded. No, the Knights will just let this one bounce. Good job. Out to the 40, to the 45, and probably going to stop right at midfield where the Maroon Knight offense. Your punts don't get any better than that. You punt from 10 yards in the end zone.
And he had another one like that. One Ferrero returned for a touchdown. Yeah, he had a good kick on that as well.
I remember this one behind his Waterhouse at Pendleton County a few years ago. State semifinal game. He punted one. It ended up going 85 yards, I believe it did. Now, it rolled probably 30 yards ahead.
Grass field?
Yeah, grass field. And it was cold. It was hard. It just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. It was. I just remember losing it on the radio. And it changed the whole.
Very hard Sauerborn against Nebraska 94 right there. So Central. Okay, I was wondering if you could see some backups, and we do. They Seth Cover, quarterback, freshman, number 15. Seeing the skill position guys.
So Cover has your quarterback. Cover hand off this time to Tucker. Tucker's got some running room. Oh, how about to change the ball in the hand?
They're going to call on number 66 there.
Back to the mark.
Yeah, he had a cockeyed head look to that. He disagreed on that one.
He's trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Officials just keep running the clock.
Let's see, Central typically they had been this year just rotating the freshman quarterbacks in and out each play. I'm going to see if they keep it a series.
I like giving it a series.
Yeah,
and then let Dunn do the next series.
Well, I think there's more time. I think that's good. Usually it's like a couple minutes later. I think you want to get each kid some action in.
One thing you get to work with the first string line.
That's a typical thing that Central's done for years. Is they want to give the backups a chance to feed some holes, get some familiarity, and make some plays possibly starting off the line. But you got McCreek in the receiver, Berlinski's in, you got Luke Galbraith in the receiver.
McCreek gets the handoff from Cover. I'm going to give him about a yard on the play.
Ball carrier, ready for 3.
Clock continues to roll. 9:50 to go in the game. Got a chance. I want to thank the Fitzsimmons family and Fitzsimmons firm for their support of high school sports here all season.
Beautiful ability to have them again do that. It's the backing they put forward.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's great to have that kind of support.
It was really nice to give us that break at halftime.
Yeah. Get fed.
Ball to the 35.
Cover, shotgun formation, and hand off to McCreek. McCreek, can he kick it out? No, he cut back in. Oh, man, the run was
to the top. Somebody lost mouthpiece. Yeah, he ran the counter, and then when he tried to get downfield, they thought he was trying to make a move back inside. And
it was his mouthpiece that popped out there, too. So it'll be 3rd down and 16 for the Knights. no way they throw it here. They want to
No.
talk. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's running clock to keep running.
I guess, yeah, they're going to be ready for play call, yeah. Cove run back towards the play there. You got Berlinski and McCreath on one side. You got Tucker and Galbraith on the short side here.
Cove return, handoff to McCreath. McCreath, he's running forward here, and going to be wrapped up after a, let's go 9-yard gain, bringing up 4th down and 6 for the night.
Some nice big holes at the line.
Sure is.
Yep.
I fully expect the Knights to go for this here.
Yeah, I'm curious now. So then, sweep, I don't know if they'll do the inside counter, or see how they hit it back.
4 down.
At 8:02 on the rolling clock, 42-0 Central.
Central has not punted in the game.
Nope. 3 touchdowns and an interception in the first half, and then 3 touchdowns in the second half. One of which was a kickoff, or excuse me, punt return from Lucas Ferreira. Excuse me, Lorenzo Ferreira.
Cove fake the handoff. You're right. There's the counter to McCreath. He's got some running room. Oh boy, no one's going to catch Braden McCreath. He's gone on 4th down and 5.
That's the counter that Marcus has been hitting great, and I tell you what, give a tip of the hat for Berlinski, wide receiver on there, downfield blocking, help kick out that halfback one last chance there to make a play.
That's a 46-yard touchdown run by the freshman.
And we said we might see big things from McCreath in the next couple of years. That's a nice little sign right there.
Sure is. Should we turn the Jets on at the end of that one, too?
Yeah, we do, unfortunately, Gilmore County player down.
Yeah, I believe it's that same line. He had it angle tape 65 who had the tape on.
He's trying to cut it out.
Yeah. So we will take a Wheeling WVU Medicine Hospital injury timeout, and we'll be right back.
Hanover Fuel Stop, located at 105 Hanover Street in Martins Ferry, offers some of the Valley's best hoagies, all toasted to perfection. Hanover Fuel Stop offers delicious breakfast sandwiches all day long, and daily specials like smoked wings or fresh fish sandwiches on Fridays. Hanover Fuel Stop, offering delivery, so visit hfstop.com, place your order, let them bring your next lunch to you. Visit Hanover Fuel Stop online or give them a call, 740-633-3180.
In a perfect world, there would be no accidents or injuries ever, no bad situations.
Cross Law.
In a perfect world, insurance companies would never refuse payment for your legitimate claims.
Cross Law.
In the real world, there's attorney David F. Cross of Cross Law. David F. Cross has been practicing for over 25 years on Charles Street in Wellsburg. 737-4185. You're not just another client at Cross Law. You're considered part of the family. As David always says, at Cross Law, we take your case personally.
Injured players, Alexander White, and it's that left ankle again. Get a little help walking off.
Got it out.
Just trying to help his team by staying in the game.
He's a senior kid. You don't want to. You always want to go.
Eli Tucker's kick is up and good. Through Knights 49, Gilmer 0. We'll be right back.
Hey, all you Wheeling Central fans, the Fahey Levitt Agency is just like you. They support the Knights, too. They're also proud to live in Wheeling, where they help families like yours with auto, home business, farm, life, and retirement. Don't drop the ball. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Give the Fahey Levitt Agency a call today at 304-242-8840. And go Knights! Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Other food delivery apps charge surprise fees, but Domino's is giving away $50 million worth of surprise frees, like free pizza, lava cakes, or cheesy bread when you order delivery online. And we found some unique ways to get the word out. Like screaming it! We even called Paul Revere.
Free lava cakes are coming!
Order delivery online and you could get a surprise free from Domino's. No purchase necessary. Open U.S. residents 13 and up through 1/9/22. Odds of winning are 1 in 14. See rules at surprisefreeze.domino's.com for free entry, blackout dates, restrictions, and details.
Welcome back here to Wheeling Central football. Knights comfortably in the lead. Last update we had was, 20-6. Ritchie was beating Mountain View, so it looks like a Wheeling Central-Ritchie semifinal matchup. Another long kick by Tucker, fielded at the 2-yard line. Oh, he left it back there. He's going to have to go back and get it. He does. And the Maroon Knight kickoff team is down there swarming. And believe it's going to be Cody Martos officially on the tackle.
Yep. He had Galbraith there a little bit, and and Parker Watkins as well. But yeah, Martos of the way.
Forget about the sun shooting through about this time of the day.
Yeah, it warms it up in here too.
Noah Loy in the game.
You should have
Michael McDade in there for the Maroon Knights.
And we got Looney Tunes in there. 55. Shannon
Looney.
Looney's in there. You said McDade, and then we got 52 McCabe as well. We got
Tucker, Luke and Galbraith, Braden McCreath, Quinn Berlinski, Cody Martos, Shannon Looney, Paxton Marling, McDade, and McCabe. That's a Grant McCabe. I want to call him Clayton McCabe every time. It's Grant
Well,
McCabe.
if you give a chance to name any, throw out a boy's name, you might hit one on the McCabe side. It's a big family there.
Someone called a timeout here.
I think
Gilmer called it.
I think they only have 10 players in. All that lineman's back in there. God bless that kid.
Oh, my goodness, he is back in there.
I tell you what, though, there's something special about high school football. And, honestly, this is going to be your last year. If you're a senior player, I think 65.
He's a senior, yeah.
Yep. You want to be out there with your buddies, stand it. And when you know you're never going to play football again, you're going to lose here, but you just want to go out the team. You love seeing that. It's a high-character guy there. Now, as a coach, you want to say, hey, buddy, we appreciate it, but we don't want you to hurt yourself any further either.
The Central Ball Boys are going to YMCA.
Seth Wadusky better not hurt his hand again.
That's Seth over there.
Eli
Zapp, Cooper Jones, Seth Wadusky, bunch of clowns. They get their dance moves from George Zapp.
Oh, yeah, that's not saying much right there.
That's not a very good
move. And what I love, you can tell the education play. You got some guys doing the C one way, and other guys doing the C
the other way.
The other way. So, yeah.
More like a U at that point. 5:48 to go, 49-0, Wheeling Central leads. New quarterback in the game is Christopher Junkin.
Fumbles.
And he fumbles it into the end zone, and I believe Central's going to fall on this for a touchdown. It is. Who's going to get credit for it?
Is that McCabe?
No.
Yep.
It is.
McCabe.
Grant McCabe with a touchdown.
Let everybody know about it, too.
Oh, man.
He hasn't missed with all. He would find.
He's going to go home tonight and brag about that.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Tim. How about that?
Now, this is where it's always funny. I'll make sure all the starters come back and they have their shoulder pads on.
Yeah, they're just looking for the extra point team.
The extra point team, yeah.
You just see people running on now. They were over there with their helmets
on.
off.
Yeah, you're jacking around, also paying attention. And
waving to your girlfriend in the stands. And
just got enough there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 11.
They're going to keep the offense on, so it'll be Cover.
Okay, they are.
Yeah. Central's got way too many people. Central's got 2, 3. They got 12, Central does.
Let's see if the referees catch it. Oh, they're just kidding me.
Yeah.
Take it delay a game. Yeah. Tucker doesn't know what to do. Yeah, there's a little Chinese fire drill right there. Yeah, but don't even risk Tucker pulling the hamstring.
Yeah, no, get Tucker out of the game.
Yeah.
My goodness, we just talked about that third phase of the game. I don't put Tucker back in the game. I don't.
No, Tucker was the 12th man. You can tell he didn't know what to do, and he's obviously coming off the field now.
So the score is 55-0. The clock continues to roll. Central's lined up for 2, but they will just take a knee on
this. Nice
2-point conversion.
Protection around Cover.
And there's the knee. The Knights will be kicking off back to Gilmer here.
So 4:15. We do say there's a rolling clock. It's really rolling. Yeah. So you look ahead now, Central, big game against presumably Ritchie County next week.
Yeah.
Nice little scenic drive. There you go on, probably Route 7, Route 2, then go cut over to 50 around Parkersburg kind of thing.
No, it's just straight. Go to St. Mary's and go out. Yeah,
we're gonna go there on.
It's out. Yeah, it's right on top of the hill. There's probably about 10 miles out from St. Mary's, and I don't know that I don't know the road right there that goes out.
Okay.
So we will be covering the game. Stormy and I will be there to cover that. Whether it's Friday or Saturday, we don't know that. We'll hear from Mike Young. I'll text Mike later on and see when that's going to be. But they play 2 Saturday afternoon games.
I'd imagine they won't change.
I would imagine. But we'll tell you this, though. Next week's an opportunity to play that weird Friday afternoon game after Thanksgiving if you want to.
Yeah, everybody's still fatting up on turkey and that little trip to family. Still But that's always have the nice Thanksgiving morning practice. You always look forward to that when you're at Central. Yeah, that. If you hear, he's going to be up.
He'll be sleeping through most of our Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot to all of our listeners listening on this, finding it on the stream on the website.
And it's not hard to find. It's not. It's just different. Yeah, it's just different. And it's the way of the future, so. Tucker on for the kickoff. 2:43 to go. Knuckleball down. It's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by the Titans. We're running with that one, Colton Hall. He's going to field it out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Martos with the initial tackle. You have Looney in there, Galbraith in there, and Parker Watkins. He's having a heck of a game finding
Parker Watkins is having a fine game today, too.
With the adjustments they had to make on defense, Raleigh going back to safety for Anderson, I think Parker's got more action at linebacker.
Well, we've seen more of Parker because there's no Topher at linebacker, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ball 31.
For the Knights, I also see Haji Marion in.
Yes, they usually get. Okay, we got Drew Murray in, I believe.
Hunter Kerr in the game. Noah Lloyd.
Yes. Drew Murray at DB.
You said Drew Murray.
I think I see it. J.J. White. Yep, that's. Yep.
Oh, J.J. White had him too.
Good blitz from the outside.
Oh man!
Good tackle
by Berlinski goes low and flips him in the air. Rodney McCord Jr. goes for a bicycle ride.
With Berlinski on the play for Wheeler Central.
One thing, the cheerleaders are still into it for Gilmer because they got that Let's Go Gilmer chant still going.
Keeping their role.
Yeah.
I know we got
Seth George checking back in. I like Seth George.
Number 22, Ty Wheeler in there as well. He's a freshman, getting some action. 24, Jaden Redmond.
1:19 to go. Handoff up the middle. Oh, nice tackle by Gavin Hanlon that time. Gavin Hanlon, sophomore, 6'2", 225, good size. And Zeke Burkle also in there. And that's Andrew's younger brother, Zeke. Okay. All right. See Jackson Bruckner checking in for the first time. He's a freshman. 5'7", 170. 5'11", 170.
And you did mention Gavin Hanlon, right?
Yes.
Before, yeah.
Yes.
Gavin, nose tackle there.
And I'm going to guess him and Evan are brothers, too.
Good shot there. Always like the brothers. One's a DB and one's more of a lineman.
Yeah,
you
like
see
the
Marlings and Ferreras.
Yeah.
And Hanlons.
Will that be the last play of the game? 25 seconds.
They took the play clock off, so yeah. Gilmer wants to run another play. Now the coaches are waving them over. So.
Yeah, it's time to come over. So that will be the final play of the game.
Dominating performance.
Yeah, what an absolute dominating first half, second, and the Knights just wore them out in the second half, too. So it was a 20-0 halftime lead, and we knew getting the ball coming out in the second half that what Central was going to do, the game plan. So
outside the interception on the fourth series, it was pretty much chalk for Central.
55-0 Central wins today here.
We'll get a different test next week, though, down in presumably Ritchie County. So
yeah, it'll be a fun one next Saturday. Ritchie's a pretty good football fan, folks, but we'll tell you, it's on grass, and
that's one bugaboo Central's had.
My guess is there'll probably be some watering of that field this week,
too. I imagine that.
So thanks for everybody tuning. We got to name the Chad Broadwater State Farm Insurance Player of the Game.
Man,
we're getting out of here.
I know. You know what? Easy one to be fair. I'm going to go Andrew Johnson. I think
I'm going Andrew Johnson, too. It could be easy to say Zoe. Zoe's won it a couple times.
Watkins, Martos had a good game. Really, any of the running backs.
Parker Watkins could have been mentioned, too.
I like Andrew Johnson. He played great blocking on offense. Very good job on defense. Set a good tone. Let's give Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. So Andrew Johnson, the Chad Broadwater State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. And Mike Young's dancing. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Are you kidding me?
Hayden Baker's enjoying that. Now, I'm going to have to check his hip now. He's going to be working.
Carol's going to have to take him to the chiropractor.
Kiger.
Kiger's going to be over the house tonight. So, Maroon Knights win 55-0. Thanks to Brad Letter for producing. Thanks to the Fitzsimmons family, Fitzsimmons Firm. Thanks to Kayleen Clough. Thanks to JoJo Morgan. And for Ryan Storm, I'm Jerry Ames. Maroon Knights win 55-0. You'll hear us next Saturday.
Frio Stack and Associates Auctioneers, Realtors, Certified Appraisers specializing in antiques, business liquidations, multi-parcel land auctions. Frio Stack and Associates is a regional business offering the executor, attorney, agent, and other individuals the most comprehensive and technologically advanced auction and appraisal services available. For information on our service, call our office at 304-233-3168 or email frioauc@aol.com. Frio Stack and Associates sells the earth and everything on it.
Are you traveling? Working a little bit too much?